Welcome back to Power Ranger Shadow Omens episode 17, where last time we had ourselves a lovely explosion and a bombshell. I'll let you decipher which one is which.
I woke up finally. That's the bombshell.
Oh, and also that happened.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about. I mean, the rest of the party was not very happy to see Adam. Clearly, we all saw that. They were not too excited. The person that had a gun held to him was probably the most excited to see Adam, Winston. So that was kind of sus for the rest of his team. But nonetheless, yeah, Adam's awake. Yeah, congratulations. Persephone is of child. Apparently, we have theories and conspiracies that it might not be Eric's for some reason.
I mean, you can't know for sure.
I don't know why this is.
Only one person saying that.
Yeah, only
Literally
one.
no one else is.
But
I said that it could be. I didn't say it couldn't be Eric's. I just thought it could be something else.
I don't know. Apparently, that's I gotta rewrite the script now.
Theories will be held until the quantum baby is born.
Until Quantum Child.
Yeah.
I just think Quantum Baby is somehow vaguely Thorsten in another world.
And then we also had a tragic. I almost said lovely. That would have been a horrible adjective. We had a tragic accident happen in downtown.
Reunion.
In downtown where we had some. We lost a lot of good men and women and children, but you guys also saved some, so that's nice. There's also a mystery perpetrator who seems to have future tech. Who knows what that is all about? But at the end, like I mentioned in the beginning of last episode, there were some issues with how everything ended. And that cliffhanger was everybody winding down and being told some things about more of the drug situation and about Billy. And as everyone was gonna go and retreat and take a deep breath, once again, the alarm goes off. And Eric gets notice of another catastrophe. And with that is where we start off, with Eric looking back very, very annoyed but serious at the five of you that there's another one. What do you guys do?
Guess we're going back out, boys.
Gotta go to the Batmobile.
Winston, go pull around the Batmobile.
Oh, yeah,
I know you got it somewhere.
Yeah, right. Honestly, I don't think any of us are really all that phased at this point, are we? Like, this is just back home.
normal.
Yeah, it's like back. It's like being back home. It's like, damn, I thought you guys lived in a time of peace. Jesus Christ.
I think that's the most reaction we got. Is like, isn't this supposed to be a nice place? What the hell is going on here?
The nicest car I've ever seen.
As we said, it's like a Wednesday, right?
Yeah, now it's a true Wednesday.
Twice on one Wednesday?
Yeah,
Dang.
it must be
Lucky, really.
Thursday.
It must be the third
Damn, it's,
Wednesday of the month.
It's a busy Wednesday. It's like Black Friday.
But it's Wednesday. It's Black
Becomes a-
Wednesday.
We don't talk about Black Friday, Benji. All the horror.
Yeah. We're still dealing with Red Wednesday over here.
Another accident happened, quote unquote.
Uh-huh.
Purely by mistake.
Purely by
Well,
mistake.
in accident this time, like someone left
Oh,
the
I'm
gas.
sorry.
manual
I
on
just dropped all my grenades in this building.
It
I'm
still
so
wasn't as
clumsy.
It still wasn't as much of an atrocity as the Burgundy wedding, right?
Yes, that happened. But yeah, so
Copyright friendly wedding.
Yeah.
so you guys skirt over to the scene of the crime. as you arrive, Eric comes up on the comms and it's like, this building, it was a why is the word leaving my mind?
Come on, Eric.
Everything
Well,
is
Hospital.
blank. Not a hospital, but the place for old people.
A retirement home?
A retirement home. There you go.
There you go, Eric. You got it.
I hate
I think you gotta
working.
put you in a retirement home soon, Eric.
So should we like all go after the guy? Because it seems like if we don't actually stop this perpetrator, this is just gonna continue all day.
Well, first, we would have to find him.
So this time it is evening. The sun is at sunset, so the sky is filled with an amber color. Very fitting for this kindle that's arisen in the sky in this retirement home that's blown up.
Is it like the first one where there's not that many first responders, but there's like enough people around, or is there like just no one there, or of course there'll be people there, but like no one's gonna help? Or I mean, like they know
No
people are
one's
dead.
helping.
We're there. It's like,
My bad.
we're not gonna do anything about this one,
So
guys.
this one day, I'm going on vacation.
Bro, I can't be doing this, man. The firefighters are like, nah.
I gotta be home by 7.
Well, I mean, like, is there like enough
By
people for them to
7?
deal, enough people to deal with like the people like by themselves, so we could go after whoever it is?
So yeah.
Most likely.
So Eric hits you up and is like, it says like, this is the Silver Hills retirement home. A lot of vets live here, or I guess used to live here, from the Silver Guardians, and that a lot of the first responders, the medical staff, they're busy treating people from the other explosion, so they don't have enough staff to make it there. So essentially, you guys are all we got, and that the firefighters are delayed.
So we got there first.
Yes, there's people like running away, and there's crowds piling up. Kind of like, people are always just like, oh my
We're basically
god,
the first
And-
ones responding.
and
to
they're
the
taking their
scene.
ticky talks of it and their Snapchatters. The silver
I got
snap.
a question.
Hmm?
So, does this location remind us of anything? Like you made mention of the last incident, how it was in a location that was familiar to us.
Yes.
Is this the same case?
This one does not ring any bells.
Okay. So that rules that idea out. All right. Honestly,
I'm sitting here trying to talk at your idea. My bad. I
What
was
were you
gonna
trying to
say,
say?
but so I don't think that counts your idea out though, because it's not that we have to remember it, but I think we should ask Eric if he knows this place is of any significance with as far as refugees, whether mutant or human.
Well, it was vets of the Silver Guardians. There's a lot there, so that has a similar correlation to the last place of it being like
Fair
Silver
enough.
Guardians affiliated.
Okay.
I reckon we should morph before we get out of the car, so we don't gotta like find a hidey hole to morph.
The car just becomes a disco. 5 colors.
All these colors.
Yeah.
Yo,
that's the Power Rangers,
Winston, when you
man.
install these LED lights in here?
Activate our most powerful team up move, the Seizure Enforcer.
The seizure enforcer.
seizure procedure.
That's what the
Seizure
combined
procedure.
weapon is called.
The seizure procedure.
It's just like a crazy chromatic spray. Doesn't actually deal any damage.
So you guys all morph?
Yeah.
All right.
Lit.
Yeah. I
Yokai
suppose.
spirit and infusion.
Okay, Spirit and Infusion.
Yokai spirit infusion.
Yokai spirit infusion.
Yokai spirit infusion.
You have like the the different squares with us doing our individual transformations.
Yeah,
Like
while we're
in-
sitting down though.
You're sitting
the
down in the
alternate
car.
image.
No. It's just the stock footage. They're not gonna waste money trying to
Yeah,
do
for some reason you guys are standing in woods,
We're
like
standing, and then like it cuts back and we're morphed. We have like our seatbelts on still.
Pretty much.
How
But you
did they
guys
do
just
that?
did like a whole like jump sequence and like a whole
Yeah,
like
the
thing.
backflip and the explosion happens, and then we're back at sitting down.
But you're just sitting
Inside the
there
car.
with your
The
seatbelts
car
barely
is
moved.
Benji was just doing hand signs he learned from Naruto in his seat.
I wonder if those would unironically help.
Yeah, so you guys morph. You guys kind of like, it's like almost like confetti in the car. Aside from the seizure lights, you just kind of like have like random like Adam, his like shattered green like glass flies over everybody. Benji
Oh,
kind of like hot boxes the room with like darkness. A bunch of flower petals just like gets all over everybody. Everyone gets all stringy and sticky from Soren's webs.
He's gonna need to clean the fucking car after we get done.
And then
Silly string everywhere.
you get like a little like bright of like flash from like the lightning, and then like Winston's like, oh, and then like he looks over and he smells something, and then on
There's,
his
like,
shoulder
glass.
is just like a little fire that he has like put out really fast.
I thought the car was gonna explode and the lightning went off.
I mean, that'd be one hell of an entrance. Like we pull up in a car, the car explodes, and we step out.
You who
costed
exploded
us-
that building. We
It
exploded this
costed us a
car.
butler, but it was an insurance, alright.
We have
Cost-
the butler insured. So we'll get a new one.
Winston the second at your service.
There's more Turbo Rangers, okay? You don't need all of them.
True. There's like at least 6 of them.
We got 6 others.
His son shows up and it actually is the blue turbo ranger.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
He actually
Oh,
never
man.
aged. He's still a little kid.
He's just a bunch of clones.
Oh God, Lord. Yeah. So you guys all morph, and do you guys hop out and what or do you guys?
Rush into the building,
Stay in the
knocking
car.
over elderly people that get inside.
I'm just saying, if we're always seen getting out of this car, it's gonna be so easy to find our identities anyway.
Someone's gonna snap the license plate.
I mean, all they would know is that we're connected to the Silver Guardians.
Of all the same approximate sizes of others that come out here sometimes.
Oh man.
Well,
I
just
mean,
get-
yeah. And also, like, going off of Silver Guardians lore and history in the city, I mean, Silver Guardians and Power Rangers being correlated is not unusual.
That's true.
It just it hasn't happened since 01, which is, so it's definitely newsworthy,
25
but
years
it's
ago.
not.
Oh, two latest.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's been 25 years since Power Rangers have been in Silver Hills, but
Well, to be
it's
fair,
not like oh my god, this is a new relevant like.
The Silver Guardians and the Power Rangers colluding? What's next?
Crazy. That happened in
What-
25 years.
Or weren't they like what's it called? A private like police force, wasn't it back then?
PMC.
Yeah.
I mean, technically it's been that way the entire time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the Silver Guardians?
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially. But with Eric rising up the ranks and like just over time things changing with like mutants and like political stuff, the Silver Guardians have become like much more of like a forward facing role in the community, and it's kind of changed to a more like public government issued company versus like a private thing.
So when you call 911, that Silver Guardians are the police basically.
Yeah.
Are
Are there normal police as well? They're just
Yeah.
lame? They just don't get paid as much?
Yeah, you have the SHPD.
That's a lame set of letters right there.
yeah.
Shipud.
The shush police! You're too loud! Calm it down.
Shh. No, they only respond to noise complaints.
Yeah. Don't make us call the Silver Guardians. Okay. The SHPD, they don't even have guns. They're only allowed like
But-
slingshots. and like
batons.
silenced pistols at most.
Slingshots. That like.
Sorry.
Oh my god. Anyways.
Anyway, I rush into the building.
We're 15 minutes in and nothing has happened.
I made like
I kind of
5
want it to be
killer
called.
jokes.
I want it to be called Silver Guardians, like Industry Enterprises or some shit. So we'd be called Soggy.
Oh no.
Alright, anyways, yes. I
Where's the
also
G
go
coming?
I go with Orchid
Oh.
rushing into the building, yes.
Yes, this.
Where
this
does the G come in Silver Guardians?
The Guardians? I guess
G for the
Choices of the
Guardians.
G.
Do the rest of you run after Adam and Orchid?
I was
I'm-
thinking
Yeah.
of Silver Hills.
Yeah.
That's the stage.
I'm actually gonna stay outside and see if I can't find any signs of who might have done this from the outside this time,
Stand
and
outside.
also help everybody else out of the building.
Yeah, I'll throw him out the window. You catch him.
Jesus.
That sounds
Yeah,
like an
so
How
Orchid.
about not that?
That sounds like an Orchid thing.
Soren's definitely rang in because he still has a bit of triggering after last time, and he's failed. His failed attempt at medical aid. He's on the warpath for revenge.
That did
Yeah,
happen.
Soren has the highest kill count in the last 2 sessions.
You're right, he does.
Yeah,
It's
Soren.
all innocent people.
Soren is a menace to the society.
Yeah.
What is Benji doing?
He was gonna run out after, but let me see here. What I was wondering, do we see like people strewn about as well this time?
See, I'm so sorry.
Are we seeing bodies such as the last place that are strewn around?
The bodies hit the floor. Yeah. You actually the entrance is completely like caved in, so it's more like almost like a hole to get inside. And one of the windows literally has a body hung over it where the window is like shattered, and it's just a charred body sticking out.
Oh, that's just fucked up. Okay.
I think they meant, are there living bodies around?
The people that are like watching,
Okay.
there are a few that like were like, I guess, didn't take too much brunt and were able to like escape, and like they're like being like watched over by like civilians, as like a bunch of people are like, I'm assuming calling the cops and calling fire department and ER or whatever. But there's also a bunch of people just like taking videos and like going, oh my god, what up, da.
So there is no police at this one. Then?
Nope, it's
There's
just
no
you guys right
firefighters,
now.
just us. Okay.
Eric gave you the 411 of what's going on, that the medical team, first responders are preoccupied / don't have enough force at the given time, that their hands are tied, and then firefighters are delayed.
How high is the remainder of the building?
How high is the remainder of the building? 3 floors. So whatever a typical 3-story building is, because I don't know that
Usually
math.
15 feet per like floor.
There you go,
Story.
45
10
feet.
10 to 15 feet per floor.
Let's say it's a
usually, so-
45-foot building.
Was there more, or is it still largely intact?
It's still intact. There's still a roof, yes.
So the explosion would have presumably come from, instead of on the roof of last time, now it's seemingly more in the, I guess, center of the building. More internal. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that I think that even just seeing all that, including even just like, I don't know, just the violence, or even just seeing that body, or just the disrespect to that, is I mean, I know he can work with healing people and all this stuff, but I still think even he's idealistic enough to be offended just by like the fact this has happened so many times in one day. He'd be so mad in like a moment. I think he'd be back at that place where he was ready to trigger something inside of him, like he was when he was gonna take that one shot. And I think can I activate Soulburn?
Yeah, if you want to. You're gonna go to that place. Yeah, so as I would say, so as like you guys leave the rave show and leave the car. Thorsten runs around the perimeter to check it out. Soren, Adam, and Orchid run on ahead inside through the fire and the flames. And they carry on. Benji, taking a look at everything, kind of like things behind him, everything around him, the noise kind of becomes background, and in the foreground all he can really hear is his own like heartbeat as he's kind of
I think he's like almost internally kind of directing a thought or sentence even muttered to Yumadaku, being like, if we're gonna hunt anything, I want to hunt him or this guy.
And like just a string of emotions running through your head, with this like anger and kind of like probably some anxiety, I would assume.
Oh, anxiety. It would even be like bringing up. I mean, it's like the smell of burnt flesh, death, the panic, everything around it just brings back memories not only of their other world, but just he just hates seeing pain everywhere.
Yeah.
And he wants to make it stop.
As you just hear Yumadaku just very plainly
Meow.
meow. No. You just hear in the echoes of your consciousness, hunt, as this raw energy bursts out of you, as this like darkness cloud kind of pollutes around you in almost like a vortex, as you feel this sense of primal instincts about yourself. Your vision kind of gets a little bit blurry, but as you realize your vision actually, it's not that it's getting blurry or worse, it's getting different, contorted a little bit, as like your vision changes, like a type of way you've never seen before, and also like you feel your hands a little different, as like these blades come out of your fingertips, as you feel a lot lighter and faster.
Probably the premise of a growl almost building in his throat, I'm assuming. Or feeling would be like the right thing. But hey.
And all that comes out as a meow.
Voice cracks trying to like summon a growl.
Yumadaku in the background just face palms. He'll get there eventually, kid. But yeah, what do you do?
Benji push to talk.
Push to
God
talk?
damn it. I'm sorry, I can't believe it.
You were just talking too.
I forgot. I told you I'm so ADD. Like I was doing it a second ago.
It's like, oh, you
I
want me to
feel
talk
that so
now?
much.
Takes finger off the push.
No, I've done that too.
I wanted him to basically. He's gonna go full tilt at the building to basically try to grapple up it if he can, or try to climb it, hop up it.
Yeah, you lunge at this. You run up and lunge at this the side of this wall, and you attach yourself to it very easily as you just scurry your way up like a cat.
Like a spider.
I think the funniest thing is I don't think any of you are around to see the cool thing I did, but hey, it's fine.
No, Winston did. Winston is like, oh my lord, oh my days.
He does a cross all over himself.
Wow.
He's like, that child ain't right.
That child ain't right.
Takes out his cross.
Santa Maria.
Start speaking in Latin.
Yeah, you so you climb up this, and you jump on the roof, and you can see the horizon of the sunset. You can see more of like the streets and everything, and like the nighttime lights, and just like people kind of like huddling around the building, and some of the ill hurt people around.
He's going against better his better leanings to want to help right now. He wants to try to do the long-term help, but does he see any sketchy hoodie fuckboys around trying to hide?
Do you see any hooded fuckboys? Who knows? Give me an alertness check.
I don't know why I wanted to do this.
Remember your upshifts.
What's over in here?
Yeah.
Too bad it's only with speed, but yeah.
Well,
Or wait.
Soulburn is upshift everything.
Oh, it does upshift everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was it upshift 2 or 3? It's 2. right?
2. It's
Two.
2.
2.
3? Sheesh!
It should be. It should be
That's
3.
Our upgraded
Should be
Soulburn.
3.
Yeah, upgrade is silver. Yeah.
Assuming we have a Soulburn level 2.
Yeah.
Assuming you're able
Silver
to
plus 2
upgrade.
actually. Enhanced silver.
It has its own level of mechanic.
Yeah. Story wise, yeah.
But yeah, so give me that perception, alertness, perception.
Push to talk, Benji.
Oh, I'm getting to the roll. Sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No way.
Even with 3 upshifts?
2 upshifts.
Oh, 2 upshifts, my bad.
Huh.
Dang, can I spend a soul? I mean, sorry.
Soul point?
Whatever the fuck we have.
First
What
one
do
of
we
the
story point?
first
Sorry.
one of the session, baby. Burn them story points.
Don't burn them. That's what he wants.
Yes.
I'd say go ahead and try and get that fuck boy, as he said. You
There
got
we
the fuck
go.
boy.
Yeah. You are looking around. Your eyes seem to kind of almost like a camera lens or like binoculars settling in on things, like zooming in and zooming out. You're able to see things so far away but so clearly and detailed. Your senses are heightened. You're able to hear the sirens of the fire trucks as they approach, but they're nowhere in sight. And you smell the air as you catch a whiff of something. It smells familiar, but a musk you haven't smelled in quite some time.
Uh-oh.
I feel like Darth Vader. I smell something. I haven't smelt since walkway without saying anything else.
So I would say that he's so hyper focused on wanting to do this one thing right. He's going to follow the direction of making it more pungent. So he's going to follow that smell as best he can.
It leads you away from the scene.
I'm going to let the others know though. I think I know I think I have a trail. We have comms, right?
Yeah, you reach them on your ranger comms.
I'm following it.
Does Benji sound the same when he talks, or is it
I
only...
would say it would sound darker or more serious. He doesn't really sound like he's playing
He
around.
sounds like emo Benji.
Now, how does evil Benji sound?
Yeah, how does emo Benji sound?
If you
Found
can.
a trail.
They sound like Solid
It's
Snake.
like, who got in our comms? Who's this?
Who's that?
It's
I found a
Benji.
trail. I'm following it.
Probably
Like
hit
me and Orchid
puberty.
or me, Orchid and Storm running through the building. Like, who was that?
Who the fuck got our comms?
Benji on
Was that the
puberty.
guy?
Did he get into our comms?
No, man.
Benji, goddammit.
Oh, it's Benji, guys. So like Benji went through puberty finally.
Balls just dropped there on the spot.
Boosh. But yeah, so you let them know. What do you guys say in the response to Benji? If anything.
I like to
Good
think
question.
I like to think what we just said right now is like, oh, Benji, is that you? That type of deal is like.
It's just what? Benji? Who?
Then and then I guess the clear shake of it, like, okay, yeah, or we copy that, you know.
Copy, where are you going?
I'll split out the next street sign I see in direction.
Yes, that really helps.
Well, I don't know.
know
Okay,
why
I'm
that
sorry.
street.
Here, I'm sorry. Okay, fine.
I'm
Am I
kidding, I'm
going
kidding, I'm
north,
kidding.
south, west, or east?
You're heading north.
I'm going north of the building. I'm following. Look, it's weird, but I'm following a scent trail. Don't question it. I'm going.
No, there's the
Benji
Benji
just
we know.
leaps from the building.
What did you say, Orchid?
I was saying that Benji just like leap off of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
on the
let me
roof,
let me
right?
just
Just
leap past
sprints
their
along.
window. That'd make me happy.
Yeah, you leap off the rooftop and you land on another rooftop as you're like jumping hardcore parkour, jumping rooftops now.
Well, yeah, but yet I will pursue. I will.
Yeah, as you keep running along these rooftops, you realize you're so like entranced with this like smell and trying to like suss it out that you don't.
Dive. It's fine.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm remembering they've got like I think they've got like a gun. So I'm just like, oh, I could probably get sniped, but it's fine.
A ranger killing gun.
And grenades, but you know, it's fine.
Building destroying grenades.
Yeah, so you're running and you realize it takes you a second, but like you're so much faster than you were before, and you just feel like with every jump and every like vault over these rooftops, you just feel so much more powerful.
I may or may not have let out a Yahoo or two on the way.
A howl to the moon as the moon slowly rises in the sky. Yeah, no, you vault over. I'll say you get about like almost a block down, so you are jumping over and like up because some buildings are even taller, so you're jumping over and you're climbing buildings and you keep going north until you reach about, I want to say 7 to 8 buildings over. And the trail is like stops right there,
Okay.
and you're on a rooftop now, a really big building, about 5-6 stories tall.
Okay.
Give me another alertness check.
God, that's rough. Okay, here we go. Alright, I'll have to take that miss, I guess. Unless somebody wants me to burn it.
Burn.
How many sword points do we have?
You have 5. Well, 4 now.
4.
I'm cool with you spending. At least I am. I don't know what everyone else.
I mean, I also don't know if like you guys might want the chance to see what you can learn there. I don't want to waste it all on that. So it's up to you guys. I'm fine with taking the miss. But yeah.
Well, can't you use an idea point or whatever? Or
Oh
no?
shit, wait, hold on. You're right. I'm the Blue Ranger.
Alertness is smart. Yeah, you're right. I was just about to say, can it only be for smart rolls? But that did, yeah.
Intelligence and wisdom are the same thing.
Yeah. So how does smarticle particle blue points work?
It just gives you edge.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Just roll another. Did you roll a straight d20 for me then, and we could just.
I was literally trying to talk off of my.
Oh.
Oh yeah. No, sorry. I just meant. Yeah. It says you receive a number of idea points per day, as listed on the table, which is like at least I believe 3 right now. At least if not 4.
Gotcha. Okay. This would be your second one of the day, because if I'm not mistaken, you used one last session and it's still the same day.
Yep, that's fine. I'm happy with that.
So
I'll
this,
just re-roll the d20, right?
yeah, just roll a straight d20, and then hopefully it's better than a 5. Cool.
10.
So 10, better than 7. You start looking around, you start whiffing some more, and it's so pungent there that like your senses are kind of, you're still not so used to this heightened thrill that like you're kind of getting distorted a little bit, and it almost feels like everything around you is spinning as you just hear a death-defying gunshot ring through your ears.
Oof.
Roll me either, let me see, what is a smart thing here? Do I know things? Roll me either acrobatics or athletics, whichever one you prefer.
You got it. Okay, edge on speed.
Sheesh.
Ooh.
It's pretty good. Oh, damn,
Damn.
that's damn. Yeah. So it's almost like you predicted this, like you don't even know, your body just acts before your mind catches up to it. You hear the shot of this gun, but before like the bullet's even like anywhere close to you, even though a bullet travels hella fast, you immediately just like almost like a blink of an eye just dash to the side as like you almost fall off the like the edge of the roof, but like catch yourself.
Oh, thank God I'm cat part.
I always land on my feet. Yeah, like you like sidestep and you just like almost like after image, just like drag yourself across the roof as the bullet hits like the flooring of the roof. When
Maybe those Naruto hand symbols gave me Sharingan.
True. You see, Orchid was right. It meant something. As you look to see the origin of the gunshot, you realize it comes from like almost like 2 blocks away, and your eyes focus on it and like almost zooms in, and you can't see in the darkness, sadly, like it's almost like covered, as you just see like the glint of a barrel as it dissipates into the shadows. But as you see that and confirm like the origin of the shot, you hear, I need you to roll me initiative.
This guy's playing 4D chess, apparently.
Oh boy.
Sheesh.
Damn, Banky's going off tonight.
Not only if that happened when you clicked the right initiative button, but that's fine.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. Where are my lovely things?
We haven't fought a muck in a while.
A muck? What are those?
A monk, my bad.
We don't. Hey, my mouth getting. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. Nope. No.
Phrasing.
Hey guys, my mouth. I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
My mouth, your.
You're over.
You're over. Over encumbered. Am I right?
Oh, do we all roll initiative? Or just
n-
Benji?
Just Benji.
My mistake.
You're fine. Boop. Boop. As you adjust yourself to your actual surroundings and not freaking like almost a block away from these other sets of buildings, you see crawling from the shadows these two mucks that you haven't seen in a hot moment. It's let's do this. Oh, lovely.
So guys, I might have dodged a bullet, but I've fallen into a sticky situation. But he's about 2 blocks north of X building.
Oh, the X building. Yes. The
I
X-Men
actually don't know if I'd be able to tell what building, but I would try to give as best an estimate to you as I could.
Yeah, I'll say you'll be able to like basically give the direction / chords of like what you're talking about, and when you give it to everyone, they all ponder it for a moment, and they're like, it's only been like 5-ish minutes, and you're like a clean like mile or so away.
Even he wouldn't realize.
So the rest are kind of just like, what? Did Benji like get on a train or something, like where or like hop on like the did he like tell Winston to like drive him somewhere, like like what Benji's describing, like the distance Benji's at does not make sense to the rest of you.
Is there a way to like decipher or something like that? A check. Decipher.
Cipher check, yeah.
A decipher check. I mean, you guys relatively know what
Am I lying to you?
Benji's talk. I mean, yeah, if you're trying to see like if Benji's pulling a gag at a time of need.
Yeah, can you do a Benji check
A
then?
Benji check.
Benji check.
Is Benji being serial right now, or is he being Benji about this?
No, it's more like, is there a way to decipher what the fuck Benji just said?
What Benji just said? No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys get the gist of like landmarkings of what Benji is saying to you, but again, it sounds unreal because that's supposed to be very, very far away.
Got it.
So it makes no sense that like that's where Benji is located right now. But nonetheless, Benji, you have the upper hand here. You immediately snap back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity. What do you do?
Benji, follow me.
Thanks. I'm going to.
Push to talk?
Sorry, I said just 1 second.
Oh.
I'll summon my grid weapon for now.
Okay.
And I guess.
You reach around and commit homicide on yourself as you you yank out your tail. It's actually pretty convenient that you weren't there during the backstory of. Actually, no, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you didn't say anything when Kiku showed like the reenacting of like the past and like showing Guden getting his tails ripped out and Benji being like, "Bro, I do that on the daily. Come on."
I didn't even think of it. right? Like it can't be that bad.
It can't be that bad. I put my own
He's
tail
really
out.
overreacting, to be honest.
Oh my lord.
Then
give me a
again,
sec.
I mean, this isn't my actual spot. Oh, I am first. Okay, so yeah, I will go. How far away from them am I? Or is it what's on the screen right now?
Pretty
Oh.
within walking distance.
So
It's
yeah.
what the distance is on the screen, or I just wasn't sure. Or...
Oh, don't worry about the screen.
Okay.
They're like roughly, I would say, you're like on like near the edge of the thing. I would say they're on the opposite side. So I'd say they're like 15 feet, 20 feet from you.
If I remember right, just out of character, the blue one binds us, right, or tries to like hold us in, or am I misremembering?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna.
He's a big chonky boy. He's the one that enwrapped Soren on many occasions.
Yeah, that jerk.
Benji would be hyper aware he's alone right now, so he would definitely try to be taking on the red one first and trying to keep his distance from blue. So I'm just saying like he'll engage red and try to go for a slash, but he's trying to do it as far away, like on the opposite end of blue as he can to keep distance.
Yeah, for sure. Give me a roll.
Sorry, just to make sure I get this right.
Sheesh. Bro, wait.
Wait, that's disgusting. What the fuck?
Bro.
220s. Okay.
Roll an advantage. Both are nats.
What the fuck?
Jesus Lord, bro. Calm down, Benji. I'm sorry.
Benji is on something else right now.
Dude,
Why was that with advantage?
From Soulburn?
That's up shift 2.
Oh no, yeah, it's upshift 2 from
Oh,
Soulburn.
I'm sorry. It's my skill base. Well, no, I get edge on skills based checks, which is finesse.
You do?
Yeah, that's part of ninja power.
No, Ninja Power and Soulburn are two different things, remember?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But nonetheless, you would have still got the 20. That's still nasty.
I won't complain.
Yeah. So tell me how you've run up on this man's. Like, what exactly are you doing here? Give me the play-by-play.
Urgency. So I would say after having just barely saved himself from the wall and hearing that groaning, he basically darn near goes zoom like a cat running down the hall at night, and after him his way to like just try to do like one of those like Rurouni Kenshin run at a person slashes to just go straight through the red one, hoping he's gonna do at least something good and damage.
Yeah.
Action movie.
Yeah.
You slice right through this thing, cutting it in half as it's like two pieces as he goes, and it just whoosh, melts into the ground.
Oh, cool. Too bad no one else is here.
Story of Benji's life.
Yeah, no one's here.
Yeah. Do you do anything else?
Would he be aware of his other little new trick he got? Sorry. I'm sorry. The perk we made together.
Yeah, you could definitely. Yeah, I mean, if you could just.
Yeah, it's okay. Here, let me put it this way. Shit, it's too bad I'm alone right now. But I would say, like, perhaps feeling a welling of that, he's able to generate that shadowy version of Yumadaku?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
If not, I mean, I'm just ringing out him.
Yeah.
Actually, never mind. That's fine. Actually, instead, can I take defense rate? That is an action I can take, or no?
You would need. Do you have? If you have dodgy, then you could.
Oh, okay. No, I do not have that. That's okay.
Yeah,
I was
free
just
dodge you can do as a free action if you don't move more than 5 feet.
Yeah, but it's a full action normally to take
okay.
defense.
My mistake. Okay, then if that's the case, I don't think I have extra attack yet because I'm a Blue Ranger. I get that later. So
Scrub.
okay.
Alrighty. If that is the case, this muck, seeing its friend just dissipate, looks over, looks at you, and just shrugs, and goes to nab at you. Oh wait, he's using. Is he doing that? Yeah, he's doing that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so he tries to nab at you. I'm gonna use a villain point.
Okay.
Sorry, what?
Okay. A 17?
Against my evasion, or which one?
Either. It's your choice.
Oh yeah, you beat them. Yeah.
Villain points are best points. This boy goes out and grabs you, and as you try to bob and weave from it, it seems to just extend itself almost, and is able to grab you nonetheless and just yank you right in, and it has you like in a bear hug. What do?
What do? Summon Yumadaku.
Yeah, you in this restricted panic state, you are like, I am without friends, I am lonely, I need help, as this
All right, grid ambush is what I called it. Yes.
This like little spark of like darkness flares up on the floor, and it grows larger as it is almost like a non-colored like just fire, as it takes form into a beast, as it jumps and mauls at this thing. What did we decide? How it was? It just
He can do 1 point of shadow damage in addition to like an attack I could do, but I can't attack. But he could at least bap it.
Yeah. It jumps out behind this thing as this thing goes, and it turns back as this beast shadow jumps up and basically just like almost like if it's like a ball, like just like grabs the head and completely rips it off.
Okay.
As this thing's grip loosens around you and it melts, and you see the beast just consume the head of this muck. And the beast looks at you and dissipates into the night sky.
This is Mondays, am I right?
Typical case, but it's a Wednesday, my dude.
Oh, fuck. I think he'd compose himself, and he has to go look for his sniper. But he would pause and consider for just briefly a moment,
If it's worth it.
brooding at the edge of the building and going, I am the night.
Oh.
But he'll move on.
Oh god. We've unlocked something in him, boys. Flashing back to the heat of the moment, to the scene of the crime. We're in the fire, we're in the smoke. Adam, Orchid, Soren, what are you doing?
looking through trying to find any survivors, any people that need to be helped out of the building.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Right.
same.
Needs to
Yeah.
help.
Yeah, you guys run in, you bolt off to do what you need to do. Soren, you find this old lady kneeled in a corner, and I'm like, oh, my leg.
Oh God.
And she's on the floor, kind of whimpering and crying and shouting for help and coughing a bunch, covered in soot and ash.
Lady, I'm gonna get you out of here. It's okay. So is she trapped under rubble, or is she just crouched?
She's just like holding her leg. It seems to be like sprained or maybe even broken. You can't really tell at first glance, but she's clearly unable to like move herself.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to do my best. I suppose fireman care here. try to get them out of there.
Over the shoulder, breaks all the hips.
Yeah, no. Well, I don't have a gurney. I wish I wish I had spider webs that I could make into a gurney, but not everybody is Spider-Man.
We can arrange that.
Okay. I suppose if that would be too dangerous, I suppose I could get one of her arms over my shoulder and. So I sort of support her and make sure that she's using her good leg and try to help her out of the building.
Yeah, definitely. You pick her up and you make your way out with this older lady. She's like, oh, my hero. I don't even know who you are, but I appreciate your assistance.
The name is Soren, ma'am.
You asshole! You outed me.
The flower shop.
From the flower shop? Is that you, Soren?
The whole thing. Everybody in the city knows who Soren is.
Wait, did they just say Soren from the flower shop?
Oh my God, flower shop Soren, how are you?
What exactly happens if someone else outs you when the whole Power Rangers mandate is never reveal your identity ever? Do you just immediately lose your powers?
Yeah, you actually turn back and you are unable to morph now. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, I figured as much. Well,
Especially
goodbye,
because like this
everybody.
guy's
It was fun
lame.
while it was lasted. All right.
It's why you pause and just go, it's us. Oh no, Lauren, ma'am.
Lauren.
My
Does
name
Mercy know that you're doing all this?
my name is Benji.
Mercy.
Nailed it.
Benji.
Yeah, that'll throw him off our trail.
Just give a fist pump. Nailed it.
My hero. I mean, you could just name yourself, you know, the Purple Ranger.
Whatever.
That works. You don't have to actually give a name. You're right.
I'm the Indigo Ranger.
Oh, indigo, my favorite color. You know, my son's favorite color was indigo.
And there's first medics outside, or we haven't had a
No medics.
Okay,
Oh, the old lady knows. The medics outside.
that old lady has like X-ray vision or something.
We
This
are
old
the
lady was part
medics.
of it,
As you get
dude.
shanked in the sun. No,
She
No,
set
I
up the
knew it.
bomb.
She's the one in the hood. She's the perp.
I knew it.
You should have thrown her out the window.
Yeah,
should've,
you see,
but I
Orchid
didn't.
knows best. Put a grenade in their mouth. You know, it's so fun. No, yeah. So you take her out, and you kind of what do you do with her? You take her out of the building. She's safe now. Like
I'm looking around. Do we have? There's nobody here yet for cops or anything like that.
No, but you do start hearing the sirens and the echoes from down like the roads and the streets of the fire, the fire trucks. So they are getting closer.
Well, I'm sure that people are doing fine upstairs. I mean, my team is pretty competent, so I guess I'll just stay with the lady until she's safely with the medics and so forth.
Oh,
or any
you're such a nice lad. I remember when my son was such a nice lad. I wish he was still around. Never,
Oh, that's a shame, man.
never gives me a call anymore.
Oh.
Ah,
So yeah, Sir will wait there.
Alrighty.
He's a hero, as we know.
His name is Eric. He's
Oh
silver
no!
God damn.
uh,
Everybody knows each other in the city. God damn.
guardian.
Eric,
The Quantum
I-
Ranger.
the Quantum Ranger.
Yeah.
Remember since he broke up with his boyfriend Wes and found a nice girl, and I just haven't heard of him since.
Is it really you, my grandson?
Oh my god.
Oh,
The grandson that would never call.
Oh my
Eric would be that type of grandson to never call, honestly. Like,
Yeah, no, Adam and Orchid, you are in
screaming
here.
for help from Soren. We need help.
Soren, we need help. Soren's busy getting
Soren,
an
we need
earful.
webbing.
He's like, I'm sorry, I have this old lady to keep company. Yeah. So Adam, you find a gentleman, next to a toppled over wheelchair, and he's like you see him dragging himself very slowly. You see a bunch of burn marks on him.
Dude, did this asshole attack a retirement building?
Yeah.
yeah.
That was
Oh.
established.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear. I asked if this
Retirement
building
home.
was. I didn't realize it was retirement. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is a retirement building that mainly held retired vets, veterans in
okay, yeah,
general,
so-
and people from Silver Guardians.
Well, retroactively, Benji's more angry. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. So what about my old person?
You run over to him.
So he's so there's a wheelchair next to him, but he's like trying to crawl out. He's covered in rubble, like he's trapped. Like,
Yeah, so there's rubble. You see the toppled over wheelchair, and it's the wheel, like one of the wheels is like completely like bent and like smashed into like God knows a million different directions, and it's like basically squished under some rubble, and he's like dragging himself away, and you see like almost like a slight blood trail like every time he keeps dragging himself.
Okay, yeah. Then I go over to the old man. Stop, sir. I'll get you out of here.
Who are you?
The green Omen Ranger.
The what?
The Power Ranger. It's fine. And I try and pick him up.
Power Rangers, they haven't been here in 25 years.
Yeah, it's kind of a new thing. And I'll try and get you out of here. And I summon my shield, like to, like put him. So he's, well, no, there's no point of putting my shield.
Use it like a sled.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah,
on the
no,
shield
like-
and drag it.
well, no, he's not.
Send him
pinned,
down the
right?
stairs. There you go, buddy. Find your way out.
Here you go, cork yourself out. No, but he's not pinned, right? He's not like trapped. He's
No.
just crawling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I'm not gonna call it shield then. So yeah, I'm gonna just try and pick him up,
You
like bridal style, I guess.
you are
Yeah.
now engaged. That's how this works.
Yeah.
You pick him up, and yeah, you notice the drip of blood, and when you look down, he has a shard of like some type of like shrapnel in his side.
I think it'll be more dangerous to take it out inside the burning building, so I'm gonna go outside and help him. Outside.
Bro.
Where's the gumption, bro? Orchid would be all over that. He'd be like, "Oh, I got
Just-
you."
I got you. Put your side into the fire so it cauterizes the
Your
wound.
color is well. Is there like a unburned cloth somewhere, or
That's so awful as the healer to not be there. I'm sorry.
The healer went off to 1v1 the bad guy.
Yeah.
Looking around, you do notice that he has what should be kind of like a bandana, like kind of like tied around his arm and like the bicep tricep area.
Then yeah, I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna take the bandana off his tricep.
When you try to do that, he like grabs your hand with like a half weak, half really strong grip for an old man, and he's like, "What do you think you're doing?"
Do you want to survive? Do you want to live? There's a piece of glass, or what was it, like a shard of glass inside you, sir.
You don't think I already know that?
I assume.
He was the one that put it there.
He staged the whole thing, stabs you. No, yeah, so what do you,
Alright, he doesn't want to take out the bandana, so I put him back on the ground real quick. Then
Fine, help yourself.
Fine, so die.
Alright, so I call my Tonto. Yeah, I called up my Tonto, and I kind of put it near the fire for a little bit. It's gonna hurt a lot.
Oh no.
I quickly take out the glass to like cauterize the wound as quick as I can.
Dude, you could just.
I know.
I'm not there.
Yeah, you're not there, okay?
Yeah, shut up. Roll me medicine. Science.
Oh, science be damned.
I would consider this survival.
Survival be damned also.
I mean, hey man, if you could argue me survival, you could roll whichever one you want.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
I have 0.
I would argue that this is not scientific.
Well, it's not that it's scientific.
I mean, in the book it says healing people is science related, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's the science.
He's hurting them.
That's fair.
He's burning them, like.
Sure, for the purpose
cauterizing, I'm burning them.
for the purpose of the lore, roll me survival.
Survival. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. I got
Hey, I want to see the word survival on my screen.
Right. Holy
God damn.
No, okay, no,
Bro, you just stabbed this old man in the chest.
Okay, no, I'm gonna use that
boy.
fumble to re-roll that.
So
You can't.
yeah,
You can either take the story point or use a story point.
yeah. So like you taking the fumble grants you a story point, but you re-rolling makes you quote unquote lose out on the potential extra story point.
So it cancels out. So basically,
No,
Like,
it doesn't.
No.
Like you either use a story point to get a new roll, or you take the fumble and lock it in, and then we proceed.
and I
like,
killed
it's
this guy. Basically.
You proceed with the fumble, but you get a story point out of it. You don't immediately get a story point, and then you could just use it to counteract. Like you have to like accept the fumble, and that's how you get the story point.
No one else took EMT crash course, huh?
Nope.
Bro, what's that?
Wait, but nobody took humanitarian either.
Humanitarian. Oh, what?
I took Benji. I took artisan as an influence. All right. I'm trying to.
I'm just trying to think of the things that let you heal people. Okay.
None of you guys took
Looking at Orchid. You're not a humanitarian.
I wasn't looking at you. I don't think you'd be a humanitarian.
Oh my god,
I'm trying to think for story purposes. I think Adam should take the fumble, but like game purposes, I don't know.
What do you mean game purpose? You don't know what's about to happen.
I think I might kill this guy. That's the problem.
Hey man,
Well, what's wrong with
You're
that?
assuming.
I'm assuming. I'm
Alright,
killing
what
this
would
guy with a
Adam do?
previous
That's
fumble.
always a question you want to ask.
Can I? Okay.
What would Adam do? I think Adam, for story purposes, would take this fumble.
You're a good man.
So yeah. Give me that
Just
story
for
point.
future reference, you could have just spent the story point on getting a medical kit, and then you just could have healed the one damage.
Could I have?
It's in the book.
Oh, I could.
You could use a story point to get a convenient item to assist you in a
okay.
situation.
And then it says like on the med kit part, like it'll without using like a science check, you could then heal 1 damage, but it's like users with science medicine can then heal 2.
I feel like Adam needs to go through an arc right now, so let's
Oh
do
no, are you gonna ruin his purity?
that. Yes, maybe. I don't know.
Forceful. Let's drive this boy through an arc.
Yeah, let's give him the arc. Come on. All right. Adam takes the arc. Give him the fumble. Let's go.
I
I
accept
don't know
the
if I killed this guy
challenge.
by accident. I accepted the fumble.
Bro, you
Adam
walk
is ready
over to
for
the
his arc.
fire. Like I'm like, so much has happened. You walk over to the fire. You take out you summon your Tonto. You pull it out. You hold it into the fire. You singe the tip of it. You walk back over to this man with a burning Tonto in your hand. You yank the shrapnel out of his side,
The fear in
spewing
this man's
blood.
eyes.
Blood spewing out of him as you do it. His eyes
Oh,
bulge
God.
open and he holds it. He's like, what the fuck? As you then singe him and he just yells in agony as you hold it against this wound, as you accidentally go into the hole with your Tonto. So now your Tonto is taking place of the shrapnel.
Hey, stop the bleeding. Or it's
See
bleeding.
this as an absolute win.
I see this as an absolute win, actually. Yeah.
Oh my god, just don't take it out, okay?
Yeah, I'm not gonna take it out.
So
yeah.
now your Tonto is deep in the guts of this man.
Is he passed out yet?
Blood spewing everywhere. He collapses lifeless.
Yeah, he's lifeless. So, Adam just realizing like he went on autopilot basically for a second. He doesn't understand why he did that, and he kind of like takes a step back. So, and like with the I guess blood on his hands, like both literally and physically, like what I like he said that goes further into the building, like into the fire. I guess like turns back away.
As you step away from this and the realization hits and from your autopilot and you kind of just like you're back and you realize what you just did and you back away and you have the blood staining on your green suit and all you see on the floor is his lifeless body and your Tonto in his side. Orchid walks in from the side room and bears witness to this, and from your perspective, did Adam just kill this guy?
I think we know he did.
Like,
I don't-
so
I don't
I
think-
see like old man, pool of blood, Tonto in his side. Adam like step back, like looking at his hands covered in blood.
Yeah.
I hope it's not awful, but I just expect Orchid to just be like, oh, did he jump you?
It's like, oh, good work,
Yeah.
another one down.
Another one down.
That must have been the
Good job,
perf.
soldiers.
I imagine like Orchid is like sprinting around trying to find things, and like seeing this, he like does that slow like stop running to look. Adam.
Like Adam's still backing away, and like he kind of like hears the echo of your voice, and it's like he like looks back like yeah Orchid. He go like his hands are still in front of him and like looks at you. Yeah
What?
Orchid.
What happened?
I don't know. I went on autopilot and I killed him. Like Adam gets on his knees. Like still looking at his hands though. So.
Did he attack you?
No, I tried helping him and like Adam's hands began shaking and stuff. I tried helping him. He wouldn't let me help him. And like his hands are like his like right hand's like frantically shaking.
Okay. I don't know how that resulted in him getting stabbed, but there's other people that need help. I need your head in the game.
All right, like Adam shakes his like all right. I'll follow you in a second. Just give me a second.
Orchid, presumably like he was walking down this hallway anyway, would continue forth. He'd reach down and yank Adam's Tonto out. Sort of walk over, kneel down, grab Adam's wrist and place the Tonto back in his hand. Hey, people need you right now. And Orchid's gonna get up and then keep running.
Inspirational from the man killer.
Yeah. From the Walking Geneva convention himself. Contradiction, my bad. Walking Geneva contradiction, yeah.
Geneva contradiction.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
yeah.
never signed nothing, okay?
Yeah, I think Adam's gonna be there for a little bit, like just holding the Tonto in his hand. Like not even in the close grip, just like holding it like loosely, I would say.
Yeah, as Orchid gives you that mini pep talk, Orchid, you continue down the hallway, and you see you walk into this open room. There's a bunch of like medical beds with like the girders and everything toppled over. You see a bunch of like medical equipment on the floor, cracked vials, glass everywhere. And as you walk in, behind you, it collapses a little bit and blocks your initial entrance to this room. And fire erupts. And in the center of this room, you see a young male in scrubs, kind of like hunched over on the floor, kind of just like sobbing. You can't really hear what he's saying, but he's like sobbing and like just curled up in a defense mode.
So the door frame area collapsed.
Yeah, behind
you.
you.
Is there like another door in this room, or that was the only entrance exit?
Yeah, on the right wall in the back there is another door.
Wonderful. Orchid would do like a light jog, avoiding all the debris and obstacles in this room to get over to the man in scrubs. And you said this was like a young man?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Walking over, getting a full view of this person. Do they look like a doctor or something? Or a caretaker? Are they like some sort of patient?
He's not a doctor, but you could tell from his garments that he's definitely of the staffing. So he's some caretaker or just like nurse of sorts.
Walking up. Can you move?
Huh? And he looks up and looks at you and sees your pink self with your tail complexion. He like immediately like backs up and like tries to get away from you. He's like, "Stay away."
Silver Guardians, I'm here to help. What happened?
It happened so fast. He like holds his head and you see like a little bit of blood on it. He seems to have some type of wound on his scalp, like under his hair. He's like, some guy came in with a duffel bag, and then there was an explosion. I don't know.
Well, we need to get you out of here. Like Orchid's gonna walk over. Guess assuming he's still like cowering on the ground.
Yeah, still is trying to like keep his distance from you. Still trying to take in like what you're saying and like calm down a little bit when you mention Silver Guardians, but still just like on edge.
I imagine Orchid, he'd still have his like his unmorphed sniper rifle like strung on his back.
Probably, yeah.
Because canonically that's important for him.
You're gonna execute this man? Yeah, I killed someone. You're gonna execute this guy?
I mean, if you don't move.
Adam would.
This one's for Adam.
We all know that like Orchid would do it easy. But you like a different case.
So yeah, Orchid would take a few more steps, like wide strides towards him, and try to grab him by like the right under the shoulder on his arm, and, like lift him up.
As you grab him, he like shakes a little bit and like is hesitant, but allows himself to like go up instead of like just dead weighting you. He's like, thank you, and like he like holds his head. You said Silver Guardians?
That's right.
I haven't seen a Power Rangers with the Silver Guardians in quite some time.
Unimportant. I walk towards the door.
Yeah, you you take him through the door, and you're able to maneuver your way through a different route to get back through like the entrance. And as you're walking, you see other bodies around you. Some are half visible, some are just completely charred. It's just unfortunate souls you were unable to save, or maybe they were doomed to begin with and you had no chance. But as you're walking with this guy and you're seeing everything around you, you feel the sensation as you snap back and you get this flashback as you remember this almost exact scene of you, but instead of you being the one dragging an injured person, you were the injured person. And your brother was dragging you from the battlefield with bodies just swarmed around you, stacks of bodies. Easily like 50, 60 bodies just like piled around, just lined up as you're leaving this just carnage and this like wreckage of a building, a campsite. And you just remember your brother saying, "You're too soft." And then you flash back to this as you keep dragging this young like gentleman. He's just like, my head, and you just get the whiff of just the burned flesh more and everything around you.
Imagine Orchid's grip would loosen on the person that I was leading out. His steps slowing for a second before he grits his teeth. Let's hurry up. We need to get out of here.
And you, yeah, so you're able to make your way out and take him to safety. At this point, the firefighters have arrived. They brought a small team of medical people that they're able to manage to expend for this. And they're already starting to tend to people. You see Soren with this old lady, and the medical team is taking a look at them, and you just hear, "Oh, it's all thanks to this Indigo fella here. He's such a wonderful young man."
That was nothing, ma'am. Just all in the day's work.
Oh, so you see this old lady just fangirling over Soren.
Yeah, I know. And his ego is so like weak that he'll take what he can get.
But yeah, you hand over the guy to the medical team or the peoples.
Yeah, I'll give him over.
All right, I'm talking to Orchid.
Oh, sorry.
I'd like to get on comms after I get him out. Benji status.
I would say that he was heading toward that building unless he's called back. He would say that, report that back, that I'm heading toward the building where the shooter is. Was.
That's really far. Like Orchid would know that that's super far, right?
Mm-hmm. I would say when you ask for Benji's status, Benji would be scaling the building already that the shot came from.
Trying to consider
Uh,
whether or not Orchid would be like, don't engage them, they're dangerous, or would be like, okay, Benji, go off.
Pop
You
off,
know?
King.
Yeah, pop off.
Just don't die, and then I'll probably promote you to like actual brother.
Kill my other brother, then you become my real brother.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
One brother.
There
Person.
can only be one
Imagine-
brother.
There can only be one. It's like Highlander rules.
I imagine I would have won a little bit of respect from somebody out of the dodge I made it. I just like to think.
Yeah, but no one saw it.
On side.
I know.
Good thing you
The
guys have.
sniper probably saw it.
Good thing is you have Power Ranger body cams at all times.
Oh no.
Corner
Oh,
of my
no.
screen, I'm like, what is Adam doing? Why is he stabbing that?
Eric is reviewing the
There's
tapes.
that. Benji just makes a highlight reel for himself.
That's peculiar.
It's like,
That's odd.
Adam, you want to explain why you killed this man in cold blood?
I just book it out
His
of the
blood was
mansion.
made very hot.
True.
He only did what he had to.
Sorry, Eric. I needed to go through an arc. You know, I needed my own arc.
I don't understand. It's
So
for
I did
character
something in
arc.
For
Photoshop. You guys
character
ready to
development.
I
Sorry.
needed this.
I did something in Photoshop. You guys ready to hate it?
What you do?
I'll give me a second. I have to upload it, but I'll show you.
Anyway, I'll say to Benji reporting that they're heading to where the shooter was. Orchid, knowing that he's the fastest, slightly faster than Thorsten as per our foot race. He's gonna be like, all right, I'll start heading to you, Benji. Everyone else, stay here. As Orchid starts full sprinting.
10
Oh.
hours later.
Yeah. Okay, now just keep going. I was considering whether or not he would try to use like a yokai power, of being like, no, I need to be faster.
But yeah, so Thorsten. If you are alive.
He is not.
Yeah, I am. Sorry. I had to change key bindings and I had to change it back. Hold on.
You're fine.
What's up?
Yeah, what are you doing? We just had some death, we had some saviorness, we had Benji
Some really
being
cool
Super
character
Saiyan.
development.
What was the approach you decided to take? Where's your head at with this?
Well, since 3 of them went headlong into the building, Benji ran off and the other to deal with finding the person. He's just going to continue to search the, outside of it, see if there's any signs of what level of explosive they might have used to actually damage it, and see if there's anyone outside of the building who needs help as well. Kind of do like a 2-for-1.
Yeah. So you exploring like the outside area, you're looking around. You can't really find too much in terms of like evidence or anything, but you do find a blood trail.
Once he finds a blood trail, he's going to follow it.
It wraps around the back of the building, and you see a guy, a middle-aged gentleman, kind of like on the floor, back against the wall, coughing up blood. And as you turn the corner, he sees you, and he's like, ugh, and he like kind of like rears back a little bit, but then like winces in pain.
Okay, he'll start to slowly approach, but like swing around so he's visible and holding his hands up like he's not a threat. Are you alright, sir?
Uh, I think I'll manage. As you see, he had some type of slash or gash or something on his side, but he seemed to have made a makeshift bandage for himself. And you notice that he's wearing a lab coat and like some like garbs. he he's potentially a doctor of this place.
Is there like a name tag?
No name tag.
And it's probably hard to tell, but I'm going to ask anyway. Can he tell that if the slash wound was from debris or from something else? Like, it seemed more deliberate and someone tried to attack him.
I would say you can't really tell, but it's definitely a deep wound, and even with like his like makeshift bandaging up that he did with like some cloth, it's still oozing out pretty heavily.
All right. He'll slowly approach the man. If you need assistance, I can escort you up to the front.
He coughs a little more. I don't know if I can move right now.
All right. Do you know what happened? Oh, besides the obvious.
This group of people came into our lobby and just we couldn't see any faces or anything. They were wearing all black, head to toe, covered all possible features. And one was carrying a duffel bag and placed it down, and this strange blue light emitted from it. And then the next thing I knew, everything went dark.
You said it was a group?
Yeah, like 4 or 5.
All right. Anything that was, how do I put this, noteworthy?
The one with the duffel bag was definitely carrying about a 5 to 7 inch blade of sorts. I tried to approach and question them, and he sliced me good. I was able to back up a little bit, but the cut still got a little too deep.
So this was clearly intentional.
Definitely seems that way. As he winces some more and tries to apply pressure to his wound.
He'll think it over for a bit before speaking. Allow me to check your wound so I can see how bad it is and see what I can do about it.
It's like, no offense. I don't know. I am a doctor, and I don't know if you seem fully equipped to be able to operate on me right now.
Fair enough. Just trying to think over anything you can do before calling one of the other guys who might be up front. Adam.
Adam, I feel Adam would still be in the building, in all honesty. But yeah, Adam copy. Like he's still kind of stuttering. Adam copies. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Thorsten?
Is there anybody up front? Any of the first responders?
I don't know, but I think Orchid's out there.
Gotcha. Orchid, you can hear me?
Loud and clear.
Is there any medical personnel up front?
I just saw firefighters, right? Was it nobody else?
You saw firefighters and a small medical team of like 3-4.
There's a couple, yeah.
Can you try to send one of them to around the side of the building? I got an injured doctor here who's bleeding pretty profusely from a slash wound.
You can't bring them around front?
They say they are not really sure they can move right now.
Can you move them?
I'd rather not risk aggravating the wound. Especially when they're more medically trained than I am.
How far away is the closest medic?
I would say about like 15 feet.
Orchid's gonna point. You there?
He like is like he's tending to the young guy that you were helping, and he goes, "Huh?"
There's an injured doctor around back.
Why did you fix himself then?
Around back this building?
Yeah, around back this building.
No, the other building.
Oh, around back of a downtown, bro. Like, what do you mean?
He goes,
Orchid says, bro, again.
Bruh.
Bruh, come on now. He goes, okay. He looks down at the young kid, and he's like, all right, just keep this pressure on your head, and don't lay off. Like, we need to keep the wound pressured. It's not too bad, but just in case, we don't need you to have you seem to have a minor concussion, but if we can't have you lose any more blood or pass out, that would be very bad right now. So just hold this tight against your head, please. And he runs off to behind the building.
Thanks, Dad.
I think I changed my mind on not on this, but of when Orchid runs up to Benji. I think he would realize that he's probably like 100 feet there. He's like, I'm going way too slow. And would like mentally reach out to Kiku, like, is there any way we could go faster?
Let's go further beyond.
I would be
Let's go further beyond.
I would be narratively trying to use my my shape-shifting yokai power to be like a really fast bird or something.
Caw.
A falcon. I don't know.
You're gonna anamorph out of this.
Honestly. It's real morphin time now.
More freaking DNA. It's Morbin time. We become a bat. Yeah.
Bats are not very fast.
Yeah. You hear Kiku's like, it does seem to be that Benji got there pretty fast. This is very peculiar. A way to be there faster.
You like teleport or something?
Us Kasune don't teleport. There is one possibility, but I'm not sure if I don't know how your body will handle it.
Well, Benji's in trouble, so anything you can do.
Oh.
Facts. It's an aw moment. She's like, well, if you barf after, try not to do it in the suit. It's kind of, it's in a way me at the same time. I don't.
I gotta watch
Getting that
this
out of
one,
my
okay?
fur is not gonna be the best.
I pinky promise.
Get it? Because you're pink.
I'm pinky, yeah. The laugh track goes off as everyone's dead.
No. The laugh track is all the dead bodies going, like sitting up and like doing like ah ha ha ha, and then flopping
Falling
back over
back down.
again.
Like Adam, that's all he's hearing is the laugh track going slightly insane inside the building.
Yeah, like you're sitting there, the old man starts laughing.
Like Adam's going insane in the building right now.
Roll me a sanity check now.
I would roll a sanity check if that was the thing.
Yeah. So Kiku ponders for a moment. You start resonating this pink aura. What do you like think about? Like, I know you're thinking like speed, how to get there fast, but like
Yeah, I'm like speed, and also all of these like people and streets are getting in the way. Like I'm thinking of like,
Are you A train in this? My God.
how can I?
I mean, I'm
like,
pretty fast.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I need to go through like the skies. You know. I think, like, if
the
I'm, like,
ground
fast
has
to the
too
sky,
much
that naturally-
obstacles.
Yeah, exactly.
And as like you're resonating this pink aura around you, you're like thinking of like of all this, and like you're like, I need to get there fast. Like these buildings, these people, these cars are just in my way. As you see the paid actor fly through the sky. Caw-caw! And you look over for a quick second, and your eyes gaze upon a flying falcon, and almost immediately you blink and you feel like you black out for a moment, and as you open your eyes again, you just feel like this wind rushing against your skin, but you feel a lot more fluffy as your I shouldn't say miles, your feet over the sky, looking down over everything in the city. Everything looks so tiny to you.
Gonna try to go where Benji described that he was going.
And yeah, so you look down from when you look up, and then you realize that like you're not you. Like it's like almost like you saw the falcon, and then like it's almost like at first it's like you like went into the falcon, but it's more of like now it's like no, you just are the falcon.
And like I look down, I don't see any like of my body. I'm just like,
Interesting. Huh. Who
interesting.
cares?
My eyes feel different. I can see very far.
Yeah, your senses heighten, and like it almost feels like back when you were in the hyperbolic time chamber, the yokai-bolic. Sorry, it's a copyright infringement. And like your senses are like super heightened, but also distorted a little bit because you're not used to this. It's almost like it's like a completely different feeling. Like you're not you right now. As like you like kind of flinch for a moment, and you just like and you flap your wings, and then that's when it really hits you like, wait, I'm a bird.
I'm a bird. I'm small.
You're really small.
I imagine like, Orchid would always be used to running. You do like one leg at a time, whereas like birds flap both of their wings. Imagine like at first you would try to like flap one wing, the next, and you like like veer side to side for a second before he
You're about to freaking
figures out
crash.
like, oh no, I gotta flip both, and he gets sort of the hang of it, then readjusts his mind on the goal. Because my thoughts are still like, I still feel like I'm like, my mind is my mind. Right?
Yeah,
I
you don't
just
have
the
a
same
bird brain.
sensory connections. Okay, cool. That's useful.
Oh my god, I'm bad.
Like, I shapeshifted into a bird. I'm actually a bird.
Just
And I start flying after like a rat or something on the street.
squirrel.
And Kiku's like, no.
Yeah, Benji on the way to the building definitely got sidetracked by all the squirrels. Yeah, so you start flying and you hear in your head, you're definitely handling this better than I expected.
This is terrifying.
Well, don't smush into a building now. And then you'll be fine.
Orchid would still like be trying to get used to this new like way of seeing and feeling and experiencing the world. While still like the back of his mind is still focused on the like immediate matter at hand.
Yeah, so you try to get yourself adjusted to this, and then you just like basically go into full force, and when you soar through the sky. Benji, we're back with you, my friend.
Oh, sweet.
You have reached the building of the gunshot. It's this really huge parking garage that's like 10 stories tall. It's like a really huge, like, luxurious parking garage. And you're at the base of it.
Okay.
And you remember that he was about on floor 9 or 10.
I guess I would quickly want to try to get, unless I'm catching a scent or whatever. I guess I think logically he would assume if this guy is even going to try to take him out here too, he would assume he's going to try to bomb this thing and take out the bottom structure and let it collapse in on any of us if we were here to face him, if he is here. So I'll try to navigate up. I'm just trying to find any sign or even like a trace of this person being around, or see if he's left.
Yeah, you definitely pick up on a scent right away. It's a very, very disgusting smell. Like, it smells like, I couldn't even begin to describe how you are familiar with the smell of blood and death and rotting bodies from your horrible time in Universe 2001, and the smell of burning flesh and all of the above. But this smell just oozes pure chaos and death. Like, not like, again, not like the normal just like smell of blood or like rotting corpses. Like, this is like, you can't even put your finger on what, like, this would be the embodiment of what death is. And it gives you such a chill down your whole spine that like you get the feeling to like throw up. Push to talk.
God damn it.
God damn it! I laughed, but I was muted.
Push to talk, Adam.
Okay, I'm
Push to
sorry.
talk,
As
Orchid.
I say,
Oh, I laughed, but he didn't hear.
All right. As I was saying, I would say that he logically believes that if he doesn't get upward, the guy will take might have placed the chart, or I think I already went over that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. As far as that goes with the death, smelling of pure, reeking death and chaos. The thing that Benji does when he gets nervous like that is definitely start trying to talk or make light of this, and that is definitely what he's gonna do.
Oh yeah. Who are you gonna talk to?
Hopefully, whoever's out there.
Yumadaku?
Well, to himself.
He's the best friend to talk to right now.
Yeah, Yumadaku to Mr. Fuckboy if he's around. We'll see. But I guess he's just basically gonna go like, wherever the does nobody here have showers wherever you come from? And just begin trying to like follow that. He's trying to slowly follow, or I guess carefully follow that scent. But I would also, he's just trying to preview the area, even see if perhaps something's been set up here.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't see anything. It seems to be normal. You don't, with this scent that is in the air, it's a little impossible to pick up on any like smell of sulfur or anything close to explosive. You can't and you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You don't see any charges anywhere. You don't see any blinking lights. Like everything seems fine. But yeah, as you proceed up this parking garage, the scent and the feeling gets worse. Like this aura is like making you heavy, and you're very like limber and light right now. Like you're like super fast in the mode that you're in, but you start feeling very sluggish and heavy and just like almost it's almost like you're like downgrading, like losing power. I need you
Oh, sorry.
to make me. No, you're fine. I need you to make me a
Sandwich. No, go ahead.
That would be nice right now. No, I'm actually pretty full.
Realized I was on mute when I was trying to like when you just before you said that, and I was gonna ask while feeling sluggish and everything, and whatever you want me to roll. I did want to ask if there's any chance that feeling himself kind of like, I guess, hitting a sugar crash or whatever, if he'd be able to try to at least think about putting himself in the mind of if he was somebody that wanted to wreak havoc like this, or even trying to put himself in the mind of even half the person he thinks Orchid and them used to be, if he has any inkling what he might do of like an intelligential anything of if he was in their place as a person trying to do the most damage.
Okay. So first, let's do this. If you succeed this roll, then that would happen. If it doesn't, fun happens. I need you to make me. I would say the closest thing to this would be survival, but the subcategory would be like a sanity check.
Oh, which one was the second one? I'm sorry.
It'll be survival.
Understood.
Can't believe we're playing Call of Cthulhu now.
I'll spend a third idea point. And that would mean that you said I'm feeling sluggish. Is soul burn worn off?
No, you still feel the power coursing through your veins. but you're just
It's
getting
it's this outside aura that's affecting me then, correct?
yeah, it's like suffocating. It's like a greater darkness. Sheesh. Wait, no, that's science.
And save me.
That was the wrong roll, Benji.
Sorry. Sorry, yes. I needed to do a D2 less, I see.
That wasn't
your
that was
upshifts.
that was a nice roll though. There we go. Still impressive. Yeah. You with everything that's again you start feeling suffocated, your breathing becomes more rugged, you're start becoming more sluggish, you're dragging your feet up these up this the levels of this parking garage, and almost around you you start getting enveloped in this darkness, more thicker and more just chaotic than the darkness you're used to with Yumadaku, as you think you start seeing figures in the shadows and claws and hands reaching out to you. But as you blink and shake it off, everything disappears. And you're able to breathe again. And you get a sense of yourself again. And you are able to think clearly. So what exactly are you trying to achieve with what you were saying prior, with like trying to like you're like get in the head of this guy of like where would he be or what would he
like
do?
feeling
or...
this aura, or if I'm being kind of like waylaid by them, I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to think about, well, we don't know exactly what's going on with why these areas are targeted. It feels just like chaos. I'm just trying to figure out, like, if I wanted to create chaos and you have a pursuer here, like, I'm just trying to figure out how to, if there's any way that I can try to guess what he may, where he may either head or attempt to do next. Like, if he, I'm just trying to think about what I would do or what he would do in this situation. And I feel like in this case, he might have tried to bury me under this structure, or is trying to like at least slow me down to then do something more destructive. I'm just trying to figure out if that's the right sense, or if I would feel like in the mind of said crazy jerk off, like maybe I'd get a better sense as a predator that he's actually going to like head off and go to his next target most likely, and maybe I should get it the heck out.
Well, you definitely don't get the sense of danger. You just get the sense of chaos, despair, and death. So like I said, you don't see or feel or are able to find any like explosive charges or anything. And
So he just seems completely gone.
well, you're only on like floor 2 or 3 and he was like on floor 9 or
Okay.
10.
No, it's fair. Okay.
But the more and more you climb, the more and more this aura is getting thicker. But there's no sense of any trap laid out for you.
Okay. I would at least I at least feel that he would let them know, like, after the first experience with that aura, just that I don't know what this guy is, but whatever he's doing is suffocating or changing. It's affecting my head a bit. I think he'll be fine, but it's it's awful. It smells so awful.
You just hear caw through the comms.
Can I even hear that? Like, do I have my? Probably not. Like my
Just a
equipment.
little tiny microphone.
I have a headset on my bird.
Or no, the bird has the helmet on.
You're like this attack helicopter, right? You're like you're flying out. You have a tiny little helmet on your head. You're like a really adorable like falcon.
Oh yeah. It blocks the wind from getting in my eyes.
Exactly. So you are able to hear this, but it's a question of can you respond?
I imagine Orchid would instinctually try to, but it would just be like a...
Yeah, all four of you, and I guess all five of you hear a call, and then you catch yourself, Orchid, and you're like, did I just call?
That didn't
It's
sound
still
right.
affecting me.
So yeah, all of you just hear a call ring through your comms.
I think Adam, for like a quick second, he gets out of that like little stupor he put himself in, and I'm like, wait, what was that?
I just wanted to at least take a moment to see if anyone said anything back, but I would try to carefully pursue. If I can't, if not, I would at least at the very least see if I can't be nimble enough to attempt scaling outside the edges of each level of the garage, just to even see if I could get a drop on them.
Mm-hmm. We will flash right back to that. We'll come back to our boy Adam, who just for a moment snapped out of his trance of depression to question a call that happened in his ear. I would like you to also make me a survival sanity check.
Damn, Adam might go insane today. Adam's going insane.
Sheesh! Hey boy, man, you
He's going to that arc. Come on, he needs that story development. He needs that character development.
you could always use a story, but
No, Adam's going to go through that character development.
bro,
Cool.
this boy said, "I'm forcing myself to go through pain. I want hell to happen."
I feel Adam's been happy-go-lucky for too long.
You do feel untouchable.
Yes.
Yeah, you snap out of her moment. You hear the call, and you're like, "What was that?" And then you think you see something move out of the corner of your eye, and it catches your attention immediately, and it's the body that just died in front of you. You swear you saw it twitch, but it's just laying there.
Adam just takes like a couple deep breaths and begins to walk to the body to check on it.
You walk up to the body, and the head is like facing like away from you, and you see it there as the pool of blood kind of like grew more around him, kind of solidifying a little bit in its place.
Adam still feels like it's his responsibility to take out the body of the building either
Take
way.
out the trash.
Yeah, so he's gonna try and pick up the body.
You go and you pick up this body. Blood just drips from it. You're covered in blood. You become the Red Ranger.
That I already am.
Always have been.
Always have been.
Always have been. Always will be. And you pick this lifeless body up. As you pick it up, you feel a grasp on your on either side of your body as you look down, and the head flips over and looks at you with these soulless eyes and is like, "What have you done?"
Adam like kind of like shakenly like I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, and be just like continues looking at the body, but like still is walking out of the building, trying to at least.
Yeah, and for a quick second, as like you look at this corpse, it flickers, and you see like a face of like not even a ghost, not Ichibod if he was in his true form, but gone through some shit would be the best way to explain it.
So a decayed-looking skeleton. You could say, or
Yeah,
not decayed, but like okay, I
a
think I see what you mean.
really worn, decrepit skeleton face, skull.
Okay. Yeah, I just look at it and I like handshaking, but I keep on shooting, but no.
Die,
Uh,
die, die!
no, but yeah, Adam just handshaking. Just walks out the building.
Yeah, as you try to shake it off, and you feel the jitter through your body, and then you look down again, and the body's lifeless. Like it hasn't moved from how you carried it, but it felt so real for a moment, and you still feel the grasp on the side of your arm. It feels very cold where the hand was.
And Adam like is whispering to himself, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What have I done?" And like just continues to walk out. And like the echo in the back of his head is the always look on the bright side of life, like way in the back of his brain, like super far back. It's like a distant echo.
Look on the bright side of life.
Basically, like it's like starting to get extinguished type of deal, but like
End of the tape for this film.
yeah.
You hear Ichiban like, Adam, I don't know what's going on, but we need to get this body out. It's not your fault. We need to see what more we could do. Just sitting here and sulking is not gonna fix anything.
All right, Ichibald, and I just walk out with the body. It's still in my hand.
Thought for sure you'd be like, yeah, I'm good with it.
No, this is serious, Adam. Time.
Got it.
Yeah, you deliver the body out to a paramedic, and they like rush over to you as they see this lifeless body in there, and you're just covered in blood, and they look at you like, what happened?
I tried saving him.
He doesn't look so good. And he like takes it from you. He takes the body from you. Takes the guy from you, and rushes over to like the side of the fire truck. And a second paramedic comes up to try to help. What do you do as you see like them run away with this body, and you're just standing there you just see a bunch of flashes and bright lights as you just see like a crowd of people that like kind of like are like watching it and like calling people and like videotaping, and you just see like that you just hear whispers, and you see everybody around you just kind of like whispering to each other and looking at you and taking pictures and videos of you.
Do I like with the whole flashing of pictures and everything? Do I see the rest of my team, like Soren and Thorsten? Like
You see Soren making sure that some people are okay, and Thorsten is making it back with another paramedic and a gentleman doctor. So they're like helping out with some of the injured, but no and of course Benji is out and about, and no Orchid.
Okay.
If you want Soren's help, I have no problem coming along.
Yeah, you wanna take care of this old lady for me? She's kind of cramping my style. Oh, Sonny, the Indigo Ranger, my savior.
Yeah,
Did I tell you that my son's favorite color was indigo?
Yes, you did. 10 hours ago.
He just loved that color. He had his car tinted in that color. He dyed his hair one year that color for some reason. I'm not too sure why.
I have to go. Duty calls, I say.
Oh, my hero.
I'm gonna run off towards them and be like, yeah, you need my help? Like, right now?
Oh yeah, like breaks on the like finally gets like back into it. Like sees all the cameras and like pictures and people whispering and stuff. Yeah, sorry. Let's. I don't know if there might still be people inside the building. I doubt it, but let's should we go check either way.
All right. Cool.
And I rush back in.
All right.
Maybe
Yes.
with Soren next to me.
Yeah, Soren will run in tandem, I guess.
You guys rush in. We blast back over to Orchid, zooming through the sky. Like the caca he is. What's your game plan, Orchid? Where are you trying to land?
Do I have eyes on the parking garage that
I would say at this point,
Benji's
yes.
scaling? Yeah, if I got eyes on Benji, Benji never said like where in there the shooter was or anything, right?
Correct. Benji did not mention that.
Okay. Um. Sure. So I imagine Orchid would try to fly in and unshapeshift a bit ahead of where Benji is. Try to like I don't think he would take much time to like cancel his momentum. So he'd probably like transform and then like roll for a little bit and then pick himself up.
Yeah, you kind of like bring in your wings and you go through on the in the floor of the parking garage as you just crash and you glow the pink aura and you just hear the noise of the contorting of bone and muscle for a moment as you turn back into your normal self. The weight drops you down and you barrel roll a few and then you kind of like hit your back against like a wall, like a pillar in the parking garage. You're not hurt,
Goddamn.
but like you land with full momentum and you just kind of doosh, and the pillar just stops you.
Not my cleanest landing. Oh, nope. I could have picked himself up. Try to run wherever Benji is running.
Yeah, as you pick yourself up and scrape yourself off, and as you just, like, you feel a little pain in your back of like the slam, and you're just like kind of like getting used to back your footsies again, and your opposable thumbs or fingers in general.
I'm sure you can find me as I'm gagging and or going, God, it's worse than that Axe body spray shit I've heard about here.
Yeah, you immediately
And Benji
feel.
looks different, right?
Yes, this is the first time you're seeing Benji. Benji looks like a monster. Shoot him.
Benji. Benji, are you okay?
Oh God, it smells bad, but I'm okay. Are you okay? Wait, how'd you get here?
I was a bird. I'm gonna say in my mind. Kiku, do you sense any yokai energy besides Yumadaku here?
You're asking Kiku or me? I don't think I can.
I'm asking Kiku.
Oh, Kiku says, "No, I don't. But what Benji's sensing is disturbing. I haven't felt this in, well, ever. This, I haven't smelled or felt this type of energy, this literal carnage, since having to take a trip to the doors of the underworld."
Is whoever did this close?
Their presence still feels fresh. They're still above, it seems.
Understood. Turning to Monster Benji.
Notre Dame over here.
They're still here. They're above us. I think I'm assuming we're like talking and running. Hold on, what's your movement, Benji? And is your
I'm
movement
s-
increased by Soulburn?
Let me see.
So imagine like I have like 8 free actions and my movement is 50.
You're gonna be faster than me, like most likely anyway. but let me see.
Mechanically, Soulburn doesn't do anything with speed, but narratively, you guys are fine.
So I imagine like normally I would be like twice, if not more, faster than Benji, but Benji's
And
able to keep up.
if
Yeah.
we were in initiative, you'd be like lapping my ass. Yes.
Yeah, mechanically on a normal day, you like Benji would definitely it would be hard for Benji to keep up with you.
But stress, yo. Let's go.
But Benji's like right there with you.
Yeah, like I'm in my full sprint. I'm like kind of looking back and very focused, but there's like a part of my mind that I'm like, man, even Thorsten didn't really keep up with me
Like
like this.
I've been imagining he's been doing 4-legged pouncing things, even though people aren't around, and just not questioning it. Maybe he's just doing that to keep up with you, and we're just not going to talk about it for right now.
I mean, I just turned into a bird. I'm not one to judge what people's tendencies at the moment.
You're like, you just haven't figured out the full morph yet. He's like trying to turn into like a dog or something.
He's getting there. Yeah, so trying to make my way up. I'll
Could we press ahead without everybody else?
what do you say?
He's saying, should we wait for the others or no?
There might not be enough time.
That's what I thought, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna summon Foxfire.
Yeah, you pull your sniper off your back as the glow of pink envelops it and it transforms into your Foxfire.
We're gonna keep making our way up.
Yeah, so I'll say you guys get to the source of this energy, and as you reach the level, you find at the edge of where Benji would know the shot happened from is just a bullet casing on the floor and a little seat, a little chair.
You still sense anything, Kiku?
She ponders for a moment and she's like, it's hard to tell.
I love what I don't.
It's just everywhere. But I do think I sense, and then before she can finish the sentence, I need both of you to roll me either athletics or acrobatics.
I was on mute a minute ago, and I was gonna say I don't know if there was any sense of anything, but if I'm gonna do anything athletically, it will be to hurl myself in front of something if it's about to shoot us.
Okay.
Sorry, I mean I will. Never mind. Ignore me.
Any edge snag or anything?
Nope, just how you would regularly roll. If anything up. that oh, I almost cried for you. That one, woo, would have been crazy. All right, let's see Benji's.
Yeah.
Am I seeing double here?
Oh, okay.
What is this?
Same movements.
They're both D6s too. It's perfect. I'm seeing quad Benjis. Oh my lord. Yeah. Both of you instinctively, like, yeah, almost mirror, do exactly the same thing, as you both see this ball gets tossed in between the two of you, like ding ding ding, and then it glows blue as both of you jump out of the way of it, as it you jump out of the way, you like skid on the floor, and then nothing happens.
Yeah, Orchid would be like, as quickly ducks out of the way. He continues to keep that momentum, probably rolls and then maneuvers to like nearest cover, probably like a cement pillar in the parking garage. But do I see where that came from?
Yeah, you can see where it came from.
Was it like a person, or did it just come from like the void?
It looks like it came from the void. So it came where it came from. There's like a covering of shadow, so you can't see there, but you do see like an outline of something.
Okay, I attack the darkness. I fire into the shadow as I maneuver over to the pillar.
I was born into the darkness. Sure. I would say roll me with snag.
Sure.
Is the window washer?
Is it within 30 feet?
I would say it would be, yeah, like it'll be like roughly 20-25 feet away.
Okay.
Do I recognize anything about that orb that was tossed? Like after I get a second to roll away and just glance back?
Yeah, both of you immediately get realization that's of the tech. Is definitely tech that you're familiar with in year 2001.
Would I know like it's on a delay? Like would I have a sense? Oh, delay time or
No, both of you would be confused why nothing happened.
I would be at success here.
I'm gonna roll back and huck it at the darkness.
Wait, what did you say, Orchid?
I would be at an auto success here.
Interesting.
Do you want me to just roll the 3d6 anyway, or like can an auto success work with us now?
Huh. Huh. Then I would say that it would be a snag and a downshift, or I guess just roll it.
Okay.
And then if you get a number I like, we'll take it from there.
It's like only a number you like, though.
Well, I have the number in my head. I'm just
Okay.
oh my god.
Is that the number you like?
That's for sure. The number would be like only if it's 2.
Bro, what was that?
That's a pretty good roll on the d6 there.
Oh, yeah, that was a pretty good roll. Damn.
Did I use a story point?
Okay.
Go for it, man. I don't know.
You got it back, so
You're welcome.
yeah, you'll be back at 5.
True. Thinking back to Adam, I'm like, okay.
This
How
is
do you
for
think back to
ones
Adam?
that can do this.
This is for Adam.
This is for Adam.
I can't crumble in the heat like he did. Jesus.
19 and 16, critical success on the d8. Oh damn.
Sheesh. You yeah, you shoot into this darkness, and the figure, you kind of like the silhouette, you don't see it anymore, you just hear it, kind of like a thump and like a flop on the floor.
You just killed your brother.
Who? What brother?
You were too weak.
Is that what you say?
Probably under his breath, yeah.
Yeah, ooh, some good stuff there. Yeah, and then for shits and giggles, yeah, Benji, you say you would go and grab this thing that you would grab this quote unquote dud and throw it back.
Well, that was if like I guess I didn't realize that he was like shooting him. I was gonna say I
Well,
was
this would
gonna
all
go
be
back
happening
and
at the same time, so like I don't think you would be like you would
I would
do.
have tried to huck the dud at the guy if I didn't realize he was shooting at us too.
Yeah, so as you shoot, you hear the thump, and you throw the what you thought was a grenade back at it over there, and so you throw it into the darkness, and as you just see the blinking blue, and then it like dissipates.
Oh, sorry. God. Oh, okay. Decoy. That I heard the thud of the body.
Yeah, both of you heard the thud of the body or whatever the silhouette was.
I guess I would have
the
glanced at Orchid.
Yeah, and the dud like starts blinking again, and so like it's pretty bright, honestly, and it starts blinking again, and so like every once in a while you can see like the light in the shadows, and you see a body on the floor.
He's at the floor.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Yeah. So every once in a while, the darkness lights up and illuminates this like blue tint, and you see the body next to the dud, and then it turns off, and then on, and then off, and kind of just like pulsates like that every, like, I would say like 3 seconds or so.
Would he be able to shake off Soulburn to go check on?
I would say definitely at this point, Soulburn definitely would start dissipating, and this is when your body just feels like pins and needles, and you just feel like agony.
Oh God, why?
I imagine Orchid would be still on high alert, sort of instinctually. Like if there's one enemy, there's probably more. As he's learned over the years. Looks over to Benji. Was there just one, or did you know that there was more?
I only
He
ever
probably
saw
sees Benji like keeling over in pain.
keeling over in pain and trying to crawl toward the body on the ground to go check on it. I only saw one gun barrel. I think there's only one. I'll then like go on comms like, guys, I think we got at least one. Got whatever.
Orchid would
Or
go
can
over
terrify.
to Benji and try to like help him up if he's like.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you help him up. It hurts like hell, but able to get him to his feet.
I don't know. There was a lot of darkness, and I felt real cool, but I don't feel so cool now.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Did they do this to you?
No, I think I did this to me. I don't know. I just felt a surge of power, and I don't know. I was able to go real fast. I think.
You definitely were.
Sweet. I dodged a bullet too. It was cool. But let's.
Sounds pretty cool.
He didn't. Let's see if he's alive.
I'm obviously a much better shot.
Well, yeah, I
You
hear
were
you.
too weak.
Too weak. Going down after only 4 damage could never be me. Yeah, if Benji looks like he can stand, I'd go over to where the body's at.
I'm trying to get over there to you.
Yeah, you guys make it over there, and then in the pulsating light, you see the body. It's a little bit hard to get really good features on this person. He seems to be wearing this like hooded coat. Has gloves on, wearing all black. It's really hard to see any facial features in this like pulsating blue light, the strobing light that's periodic.
I don't know if Orchid would do it first, but I would take care to kick away the gun if it's anywhere nearby.
You
The
don't
gun,
see
I
any.
think.
You don't see any weapons. But you do see like a pool of blood in the light every once in a while, pooling around this guy.
Like watch. We're gonna find out we took out a security guard, but I doubt it. He's hooded. It's fine. But
Yes, for the window washer.
uh, if I'm able to, depending, I would like to at least try to check pulse and then slowly get to the point of trying to take off the hooded part of them, like a reveal who this is.
So
Kid would move away the dead grenade.
Oh, dead grenade, yeah.
well, yeah.
Or-
So so the hood is not abstracting it. It's the darkness and the strobing that you can't really get a good look of it at his face because like.
Okay, got it. Orchid would like drag the body away. Like grab its feet
Drag it
and
into
just,
the
like,
light.
drag it back. Yeah.
Yeah, at this point,
Away
I would
from the
say
grenade.
like the sun definitely has settled and the moon is starting to come up. You drag it into the light, the moonlight. There's a pool of blood dragging from the darkness, and as you are finally able to gaze upon this, you just see a shot right through the head perfectly.
Oh.
It goes on comms. Kill confirmed.
Was that like a kill
Benji,
streak?
Ben, right after that, Benji just goes, "Oops."
You said oops.
I said, "Oops."
You
I'm not-
mhm. You also do notice a mask. So like it's only covering like the kind of like Orchid's mask where it's like, you know, or your typical mask I should say, I don't know why. Where it's covering like, you know, the nose and the mouth. But you can see the eyes and everything. His eyes are like wide open and like I said, the bullet hole right through the head. He has short dark brown hair.
Orchid would remove his mask. Does he look familiar at all?
You rip off the mask and it is Orchid. He's out for his nightly jog.
Yeah, I guess I really was too late.
Damn. Roll me. Would culture be history? Like I'm trying to.
Yeah, culture's history.
Yeah, right. Yeah, roll me a culture check with not from around here advantage.
Okay,
Or is it
I normally have a
upshift?
snag. Not from around here is
Edge. Yeah, so roll it just a straight d20 for me then. Unfort. You look at this face for a moment and you feel like you get a sense of like deja vu, and you blink for a moment and you get zapped back to a memory, but it immediately fades away into just static and you come back. You don't think you know this guy, or maybe once before. You're not too sure.
Benji, does this person look familiar to you?
Am I see? So I feel the same thing that you just described.
No, that would be Orchid's feeling. Benji, to you, this just looks like a person.
I don't think I recognize him at all. And that's not.
Very well. I guess Orchid's gonna try and see if this person has any sort of like identification on him.
Yeah, you run this man's pockets. And
What you got for me, man?
You do find a folded piece of paper in his pocket, and in the inside of his long hooded coat. Do you open
Fold
it
the
up?
paper.
Yeah. Unfold it, the origami style. You open it up, and you see it has a list, and this it has the name of the 2 locations that were just bombed, and they were crossed out. And you see the list has 4 more names on it.
What's the next one on the list?
The next one is a
Myers Mansion.
Myers Mansion. No. The third one on the list is a
Turns out it's Melissa's house. And you're like, what?
it actually just says Chris's house. Maybe these guys are not so bad. No, it's a I know they're not called homeless shelters. But I feel like there's another word for it. Like what's
Homeless shelters, I'm pretty sure.
but like
Homeless shelter is a thing.
no, yeah, but like you know, like
The
in
term?
what?
Like a
Like a-
crisis center? Like a
Yeah.
like when there's like a hurricane or something?
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm looking for. But I guess like crisis centers, normally homeless centers would be a crisis center, right? Or am I crazy?
I mean, a crisis center is like in the event of a natural disaster.
Fair
or
enough.
something.
Yeah. So it's like a homeless homeless shelter, slash just like for
Like a community outreach thing? place?
and so they
Like the YMCA.
like the YMCA, yeah. A community homeless shelter place for mainly mutants.
Yeah, I thought there was a theme a little bit.
Well, were the elderly mutants? I don't think they were mutants. I think they're
Well,
just
no, but like
aliens.
the first place was mutants that were basically considered traitors, and then there's the elderly over here, which I think would be considered in our world like worthless humans or humans past their prime.
I guess it's fair.
I'm just saying that this seems like all things that would be like a really pro mutant person's like targets for sure, in my opinion.
Well, the next location would not be pro mutant to blow up. That's for mutants.
Fair.
But it could be traitor mutants.
I guess it's just chaos. I don't know anymore.
Like the first one was like a safe haven for like turncoat mutants, at least in our world it was.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's mainly a recreational place for mutants to, and would you guys never mind. But yeah, so you would know it as a homeless shelter, a mutant homeless shelter, where they're like helped to kind of get their footing back in society, because there's still a lot of damage back from 25 years ago, and some just still haven't been able to like really get back into society, especially since there is still some xenophobia out there.
This definitely seems like some straight up eugenics happening here by this group, but there's still no sign of a weapon here, right?
There's no weapon on him besides the dud grenade.
We saw that bullet casing that was set
bullet
out.
casing, right?
We should.
Okay.
I should grab that just in case. Maybe we can figure
'cause
something out.
Before we established that the fact that those bullets could, tear through my armor was fairly abnormal for.
If it's the same one.
Yeah, if it's the same one that
I
the
would-
other one had.
I'll at least collect that bullet casing.
Yeah. Do you just pick it up and put it in your pocket, or what do you do with it?
Oh no, I'd wanna. Do I have anything that could? I don't like.
I guess my question is like, do you actually like take a look at it, or do you just put it away?
Oh yeah, I would have looked at it. I just don't know, like off the top of my head, if he would. I mean, does he recognize anything with it if he takes a look at it just off first glance?
Well, you could definitely tell it's a sniper bullet, or a sniper casing. And Orchid could definitely tell that, so it'd be like, yes, a 24 cal.
24 cal.
So would it be like enough to assume like I might need to go take it to a lab just to see if it has any special properties or anything like that?
there's nothing that tells you it's special, but there's nothing that tells you that it's not special. But as you take a look at it, though, of course, you could definitely tell it's a sniper bullet or a sniper casing for a bullet. But as you turn it over, you see an engraving on the
I thought that
on
might
it.
be. What did it
As
say?
you roll me a survival. No, that's fine. I would say you immediately kind of get like shooken for a second. As you see an engraving that you're very, very familiar with on this casing. It's like the signature marking of like tech or invention after that your mother would leave behind on a project.
Okay. I guess since thankfully he's still suited. I guess he just paused a really long while staring at it. I guess hoping he's like imagining things still again, but he knows he's not. I I this is like a would I have known that my mom used it as a thing that was like it's just something that's kind of like it would be something like a scientific thing that used to mean something elsewhere too. Like I would know the history of it.
Of the marking?
Yeah.
It's
like
just her
from
signature marking that like means that like it's just like it's kind of like when like an artist has like their signature in the corner of like a piece of art. It was just like her
Okay.
branding that you knew that she always put in something. Like even if she was programming like a software, like in the software, she would like put this engraving. Like in the code. So like every little thing she ever created or assisted with or like came up with, any inventions, she always had that marking.
Okay. Orchid. I don't think this is your brother anymore.
You definitely don't look like my brother.
Not
I think I would
General.
recognize
My brother wouldn't
him.
have died that easy.
Yeah, my brother. We would not be here if this was my brother.
We'd be dead.
I think I think I know who's making the bullets, the weapons they have.
Really? Some sort of internet thing?
I think it's my mom.
Oh.
Not in the internet thing.
Why would you think that?
Just because it's. I guess he would hand him the bullet. It's either a really big coincidence, but she always used to use that little symbol on stuff, and I have a bad feeling that it's not gonna just be a scientist meme thing between them all. That's something that was important to her.
This universe's version of your mom. Do you remember if she had any, I don't know, extremist tendencies?
You were never able to find information about yourself, so you don't have any information about your mom, if you even have a mom.
Well, I mean, she was my adoptive mom.
That too.
All I know is just from my world, our world. In our world, She was more forced into being helpful to them extremely with Ransik. But I don't know with what she was like there or with what she's like here, but I do know her name. I just was too afraid to look into her yet. But I'm gonna need to.
Whoever she is in this universe could be being held captive by these people, forced to make these bullets or whatever, and the bombs.
I hope it's that way. I mean, I don't hope it's that way, but I hope it's something that explains it like that. But we need to go
Well,
back to the others. We need to tell them.
Is Eric on our comms?
I would. He's not on your ranger comms, but you could do
Like,
you,
contact him?
yeah, you could use your Silver Guardian comms.
Sure. Using my Silver Guardian comms. Eric, I found something important.
Mm. What?
If Benji wasn't like kind of like trying to like we found something important, but I think he's too kind of fucked up.
What you find, Orchid?
We took down one of these hooded people. They had a list of 6 locations, 2 of which crossed off already. The 2 locations that were already bombed. The next one is some form of homeless shelter. Maybe you could send people there.
Oh, this seems to be a lot bigger than I expected. Yeah, I'll gather some men and I'll send them over ASAP to gather surveillance.
Am I able to like take pictures or something? Can I send him a picture of the list?
Sure. Yes.
I'll send a picture of the list over to him. Also a picture of the body.
Yeah. So you take a picture. You take a picture of the list, and as you're still talking to as you're talking to Eric, and you guys are looking at this casing, and you take a picture of the list and everything. You turn around to go back to the body, and you like you bring it up to Eric, and you mention it that you have a body, and you look back, and the body's gone. All that's left is a pool of blood.
He does like a double take. Looks over to Benji. Benji, what happened to the body?
Yeah. I guess he'd quickly turn and look into like, no, I don't know. I guess run toward the ledge nearest the pool of blood to look around to see if there's anyone that took it.
There's no signs of blood. There's no signs of anything.
Yeah. I imagine the line would still be open with Eric when Orchid went. Benji, what happened to the body?
Yeah, Eric could be like, the body's missing?
Like looking around, checking his pockets. I guess.
Oh, did he fall in there?
What happened? There's just a pool of blood.
Did you not eliminate him?
I mean, he looked pretty eliminated to me. Shot through the head.
Didn't we also watch the grenade like degenerate or dissipate? Or...
It was just it charged up like it wanted to explode, and then it just it just gave out. Like it got right to the edge and then just came back down. And then it was just like kind of just probing a light every once in a while, or strobing I should say, but the grenade's not there either.
Okay. I guess frantically looking around, and also just he's so distracted, but with the pool of blood it just looks like normal like dark red. I mean, it's nighttime, I probably can't tell. I just didn't know if there's anything that seems off with the blood.
You can definitely touch it, taste it. There's a lot of things you can do
He
with this blood.
doesn't-
There's
he
a
doesn't
lot
wanna-
you can do with this blood right now.
I don't think he wants to do that, right?
Do you have any?
The possibilities are endless.
Do you carry vials on you at all times?
I don't
Fill
think
up
he
your
does,
helmet.
unless.
You could have brought home some goop from the mucks.
Oh wait, I know what I can do. Okay, you guys ready for this?
No.
He'll demorph and pull out his bag of pudding and peanuts and empty it out and try to see if he can get blood in there.
My God.
Is the chair and ammo still there?
So it was just the casing on the floor and the chair, and that's there.
Mhm.
The casing, of course, is in Benji's hand, or I guess he would have handed it to you. I don't.
Yeah, I think Orchid was holding it.
Yeah.
I had handed it to him. He was gonna ask if he could hold it at least for a bit back, unless we're giving it to Eric. But
Yeah. So the casing's still in your guys' possession. It hasn't vanished from your hands. Like, how did that go? No, the chair is there. You also do notice. You're not sure if it was there before or wasn't there, but there seems to be like something on the chair.
Was it a rock?
It would approach. Foxfire in hand.
It blows up in your face. No.
Oh god.
So
Knew
yeah,
it.
you approach the chair. It's another folded paper.
Pick up the paper.
Do you unfold it?
Yes, I unfold the paper.
No, I just
Wait
pick
for
it
it to
up.
explode.
I just,
Okay, I'm
I
waiting
just
for
pick it
it
up
to
and look at
unfold.
it. Look at what does this folded paper mean? Benji comes over.
Flip it upside down.
He's like, oh, thanks, Benji.
It was like a chest.
You open it immediately. An explosive tag goes off. Now,
Not again.
we're not dealing with ninjas here.
Yet.
You open it up and it says, I would say you read it and you have to reread it because you have the phrase it says you've only ever seen it once before, and it was used by your father.
I was worried it was gonna be like his activation face. I was like, oh god.
He wouldn't know it. He wouldn't know
True.
that. Yeah, it's he reads the phrase out loud. He activates himself. That would be
What a
something.
silly string of words. Oh no.
Kills Benji in cold blood. No, it's a phrase you've never seen. You've only ever seen once before, or you've only ever heard come from one source, which is your father. Papa. And it reads, one's true strength comes from one's bonds, not one's own actions.
It's still looking at this paper. Does it look like it was like written?
Yeah,
Or
it was
is this
it
just,
was
like,
handwritten with
handwritten? Is it like cursive or is it just like scratchy serial killer writing?
It's actually like a newspaper
little
cutout,
magazine cutout.
Or,
Feel
like
like
letters.
Is,
No,
is it my illegible brother's writing or is it fancy?
it's decent handwriting, not cursive, but not like a serial killer.
Okay.
But yeah,
Benji, was this here before?
I'm assuming I didn't. I'm not sure either, right? Because I
Yeah.
thought it wasn't there before. I don't know. I don't remember seeing it.
This place is
Oh.
weird.
What does it say?
Kiku, do you feel anything?
No, the aura of this place, it's fading. Whatever, whoever was here, it's long gone. But this lingering scent, it's very strong.
Has the others been able to hear our comms with Eric or anything? I just wasn't sure. Otherwise, I wanted to update them on some stuff.
I'll say yeah. It was open line. Everyone's updated with each other. For
Well, I'm sure it was interesting for you guys to hear about the body.
Wait, there's a body?
There was. Still unconfirmed.
Kill unconfirmed. Wah, wah.
Minus one.
But yeah, do you hand the note over to Benji, or you just like read it to Benji, or?
Yeah, imagine Orchid would probably read it out loud after asking about the paper.
Orchid, you then go unconscious. No.
Oh, I thought you
It was all a
little
ploy.
bit.
No, I'm kidding. I joke.
I use a story point to become unconscious.
Sorry, a villain point to become the Winter Soldier.
Use a villain point to kill all my friends.
That's a weirdly greeting card-esque thing to leave on a rooftop, but okay.
Most certainly meant for us, no?
I assume so. Maybe. I don't know if I've ever heard somebody really use that much around me before.
My dad used to say it a lot. Never made much sense.
I have a feeling that was meant for you. Mm,
Looks back down at it. Looks back up. That's possible.
Maybe this was meant for me. Looking at the bullet that you have. But I think, I don't know, but we should probably go regroup, or to let everyone know we need to probably check out whatever else is on that list.
Yeah, we can get to the bottom of this later.
I would say at this point, you hear over the comms, Eric's like, I've sent out a team over to the homeless shelter to keep it guarded and under surveillance for the foreseeable future. It's late. Let's rendezvous back here at the manor and try to get some rest. Let's tackle this in the morning with clear heads. Over and
Okay,
out.
Benji, you're gonna go down, catch the last bus.
I mean, there's Winston's still around.
Well, I meant, but isn't Winston back by everybody else? Like,
Yeah,
you're like,
but like a car could get to you guys pretty decently.
That's true. We're only like 2 blocks away.
hey guys, can you come pick us up?
Dad.
I don't feel like flying back.
I don't know if I even can.
Thorsten, Dad.
Oh God.
Can Mainstorm rolls to see how many people we saved, if any?
Sure. I love this mini game. I want each of you to roll me a d4.
I guess Thorsten's dead.
Sheesh.
On mute.
It should be like a D6 minus 1, so you could still save 0 people.
One person. Well, that
Damn.
tracks.
Now I want each of you to roll me. Oh, that's kind
So
of.
between our our missing headshot victim and then the old man Adam took out, if we only saved one person, that means we got negative one save.
Well, I got a 4, so
Don't bogart the people in danger. Give me some of yours.
Yeah. So aside from the old lady and the dead middle-aged man, from Adam's side.
Well, I thought he was an old man. Not
I saved
middle-aged.
somebody.
Oh yeah, he was older. Yeah, he was middle-aged. You're right.
Also, the guy that Thorsten saved as well. So.
Yeah, you were able to save 4 more, even though you still had that dead guy on your mind. I guess it motivated you, and you're able to get 4 more people out safe and sound. Very injured, but you're able to get them out, and they thanked you profusely.
Well, sorry, he got 1% help.
And Soren was able to get 1 other person. You know, he was so busy with the old lady.
Yeah.
Oh, you know my son's favorite color is indigo.
Not again.
So he was only able to save 1 person.
Yeah. Since Adam is bogarting his freaking rescue people, he's like, oh, mine.
But yeah,
Okay,
so I would say you guys giddy up in Winston's van, and you guys ride home. Do you guys unmorph? Is the real question.
You know, Orchid would be standing on the street corner, still more waiting
Still
for.
more.
Well, no. I
Winston.
mean, like once you're in the vehicle, making your drive home in the night sky, would you guys be unmorphed at this point, or still?
Yeah, I think that I'd unmorph once we get into a car or whatever that's not gonna. Once we're out of the public eye.
I demorphed on the garage. So.
Yeah, I would demorph once you get inside the car with Winston.
It's weird that car flashes the exact colors of the Power Rangers.
Yeah, as soon as the Power Rangers get in that car, there's like a bright color flash.
Oh, so strange.
That certainly won't distract his driving.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys get all back in the car, you guys unmorph. You guys are all clean from all the blood stains and everything else.
Adam has like a kind of like a 1,000-yard stare at the window.
You still feel, even unmorphed Adam, you still feel the, like, even though you don't see blood on you, you still feel the weight, figuratively and literally, of that man's life, and all the blood that was all over you.
I think in my head, like Ichiban.
Yeah.
Can you not tell anyone what happened? At least not right now. I suddenly kind of process what happened.
Yeah. You got it, Adam.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Are you okay?
I don't know, really. It's I've I guess I would back in the old universe I would have killed people, but mutants, right, or mucks, right? We would have had mucks mainly, and not actual people.
A little bit of both. You would have fought some, yeah, mainly mucks, but you would have fought some mutant activists.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's kind of different because it was like a regular civilian, and I have fought other people before, like just regular people, but this guy was a veteran, a silver guardian.
Ichibod scratches the back of his skull. Adam, I don't know what I can really say. Death is kind of my thing, so I think I'm a little desensitized by it, but I
would figure I would have been too, but I guess today's show I wasn't.
I can sense how good your soul is, even though it makes me sick at times.
I don't really like a little chuckle, like.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay, buddy. It's not gonna be your first, and it's not gonna be your last. So everything will be okay in the end. Yeah.
No, thanks Ichibod for trying to help, and You know, since I don't think you have a soul, but I think your soul's good. And I look at the window. So
He gets like the so like so he's a skeleton, we've established this, but he
yeah.
gets like on his skull he gets like animated 2D like pop-up of like the oval like blush
Yeah.
like thing over his
His white-
over his cheekbones.
Yeah.
But it's like 2D, so like it just like sits there. So if you look at it sideways, it's just like a weird like thing. So like he kind of
Right.
blushes to that compliment and then goes and shakes it off and just like it poofs away. He's like, yeah, whatever you say.
Yeah.
Can Orchid tell that Adam's upset?
I was curious. Or
I guess that's up to
Or
Adam.
still acting the same way that he was before?
I would figure Orchid would know, since he saw me, he saw everything.
Yeah.
Like he would know, and like, and I guess like everyone else would kind of know Adam's like not super talkative stuff, but Orchid saw what happened, so yeah.
Yeah, the typical Adam zingers are not coming out.
Yeah, like happy-go-lucky Adam is not like there at the moment.
Is Orchid sitting like shotgun? Like how is he sitting in relation to Adam?
Possibly right next to him. I feel like out of everyone, I feel like Benji is like the go-to shotgun person, but I may be wrong about that.
So it's like
usually, if he but he might be like distracted enough. If someone else took it, he'd have gone back. But yeah, generally he would have.
But yeah, so I could see you like next to Adam.
sort of looks at Adam for a while. Adam,
Yeah,
you're
Orchid.
not so upset about that old man, are you?
Well, how can I not?
I mean, you tried.
Wait, what? Or wait, are you guys doing this quietly?
I mean, Orchid wouldn't be.
Oh, okay. Wait,
but
what old
Adam,
man?
you're not upset about that old man, are you? Everyone
Yeah, that'd
looks
be
over.
exactly what happened.
Oh, okay. And then I kind of like do like, oh, it was just like yeah, I salam how could it be?
Wait, what
Okay.
happened?
He
Oh,
tried.
I know.
He tried to save an old man, but he bled out.
Oh, sorry, man.
Happened.
Soren's like,
in the
oh,
back. Yeah, it happened.
Like a
From,
ruthless
remembers the
reaction.
last bombing.
I more so say he would say sorry and just kind of look. I guess he narrows eyes, be like, "I'm sorry. I should have been there."
No, it's you would Eden and know Benji, and it wasn't your fault either. So it was mine.
Thanks to Benji, we now know their next targets.
Yeah.
What's the target?
The next one is some form of mutant homeless shelter. I sent the information to Eric.
What else did you find? If anything.
It was a bullet casing and another note. I hand Adam the folded piece of paper.
What does it mean?
I guess that your friends are more important than your own abilities. Some nonsense like that.
Benji would quietly pipe up. He said his dad used to say it to him all the time. I think it could be me that his brother left it as like a thing for him, calling card or something.
Oh, so it is your brother then? Or we don't know?
No, I think it might be. Well, I mean, it could be him, and I know somebody else that might be involved now.
Like who?
I think my mom's a super villain in this world.
What?
Sorry, what?
I guess he'd hold up that bullet and be like, "I found my mom's signature on the bullet casing we found." But he just kind of shrug, I guess, and be like, I don't know what's going on in this place, but yeah. Looks like yeah. Hey, Winston, is there like a Dairy Queen nearby?
Winston looks at you and looks in his review mirror and just gazes at all of you and just is like, I think some sweets are in order to get you guys out of this funk. And scram! It takes a detour and brings you
And a
guys to
legal
Dairy,
U-turn and
brings you guys to
everything, yeah.
Dairy Queen.
I think while we're waiting in line for their
Like
Alan
Orchid
will-
walks into the Dairy Queen with like a sniper rifle, a mask, like a vest, full like silver guardian outfit.
Silver Guardian duty.
yeah, like in the queue waiting in line, Alan's gonna talk to Orchid like, hey Orchid, thanks by the way for trying to get me out of that funk earlier, both in the car and in the building. I put my hand on his shoulder like, thank you.
No problem. I don't need useless things clouding my friends' minds.
I look at Orchid
Thorson
like
just kind of looks in that direction, like, what?
Listen, the most important thing here is that we're all alive. We saved who we could. We didn't save who we couldn't. There's future goals at hand that we need to focus on.
Alan just looks back and forth with his eyes, like is this guy serious, kind of, but like trying, kind of just drops it, trying to be friendly with Orchid, you know. So, like,
I think some of us are just a bit unused to this place is different from taking out lives in the other world. I don't know.
But we're the same.
We're the same, but you know, I think this place also is making us different too. But I'm just saying we're all processing it differently. But you're right.
Yeah, as you say, like, oh, this place is making us different. Orchid remembers he said to Melissa yesterday, like, oh, we should get ice cream tomorrow. And now it's like evening. And he's like, oh, speaking of that.
You look at your phone, you have three unread messages.
Lol.
the cashier's like, oh, next please. How can I help you?
I'm gonna call Melissa.
I would like 4 cheesecake blizzards and then whatever else everybody else wants.
Yeah, so you call Melissa. It rings for a bit, and then it picks up, and she goes, hello?
Hey Melissa. Sorry I was dealing with all those bombings that happened today. But hey, now I'm at this Queen place that has ice cream. You want to meet up here?
Oh, you mean the Dairy Queen?
Yeah, there's like a D and a Q.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Like, are you okay with everything that happened? Are you hurt?
I mean, I sort of scraped my arm, but besides that, I'm fine.
Oh, I'm glad. You had me worried. Were you able to stop whatever caused these bombings? Sounds very serious, very scary.
Unfortunately, that's being investigated. I'm not at liberty to speak on that at the moment.
And with that legal talk.
Yeah, that's classified information, I'm afraid. But I'm off now.
I'm off
Until
the
tomorrow,
clock.
and I'm here at the Queen of Dairy.
Queen of Dairy.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're definitely up for it, yeah, I can meet you there.
Yeah, I'll wait here.
Cool. Just give me a little bit to get ready.
Are you not
Take
ready
your
yet?
What do you mean you're not ready? Haven't you heard? There's explosions going on. You're not ready?
To evacuate.
You're not
Find
ready to
super-
evacuate at a moment's notice?
What I find
Uh,
super funny is I can also see you just one day deciding that you could actually just say like fuck it and tell her that you're just actually from another universe, and you just see if she believes you or not, because that doesn't betray you're a Power Ranger.
I mean, if she's like, oh, I saw like this sports game you were at in your college. I mean, I thought you had Silver Guardian stuff. I'd be like, oh, that's a different me. Don't worry about that.
What? Oh, you have a twin?
I'm not that one. I have 2 twins.
You're like, no, Benji
I'm
taught me
actually-
this word. Somebody's just cosplaying.
Yeah, you're
as
right.
me.
You have two twins.
I'm actually not from
Those
around.
were they're twins.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'd say yeah, take your time. I'll be here.
Oh, okay. Okay, sounds good. See you in a little. And she hangs up.
Well, that's been resolved.
I like an orchid. I'll read like a. I like Adam counts like 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we like a 5th wheel to your date or what?
I was just gonna think it's funny when she sits with us at the table and we're all depressed, but
Yeah.
he's just chatting with her.
Just the whole squad.
This is a normal run of the mill for Orchid.
It's like, why not? Because I imagine, like, in my training, every time you would, we would kill something, they would be like, good job. They reward you. And if you don't kill something, they beat you.
They Pavlov dogged you.
Yeah, exactly. So Orchid would probably associate killing with, like, oh, good feelings. We're good now.
Time to get the
Time to get the fruits of my labor.
the Queen of Dairy. That's what I get for confirming kills.
Yeah, but I guess Orchid would hold off on eating any ice cream until she gets here.
Yeah.
The thing would melt by the time she gets here, though.
Yeah, we probably don't order anything until.
Would the rest of you still hang around with Orchid as he waits for Melissa, or would the rest of you be like, all right, we'll see you back at the mansion?
I mean, if we're just gonna be the fifth wheel or whatever, I guess we could back off and let him. I don't want to
I
say
mean, do you guys explicitly call this like a date to Orchid?
yes.
Thorsten wouldn't.
Adam and Benji would.
I say Adam
I
would,
think
yeah.
I think right before, because I could also see him wanting, like, as long as he looked at you, be like, I think I need to go look into some stuff. But like, good luck on your date is how I imagine him being like,
Mhm.
bye.
I don't think anyone said anything about a date. We're just all.
Does Orchid even know what
Yeah.
a date is? Or just...
I
Okay.
mean, he had parents and stuff. Probably be like, oh, we were dating back in the day, and
Yeah, he still
is how
has
we met.
memories of normal life. He's not only a killer.
yeah, like I wasn't taken from an infant.
Well,
Okay, I
no
was
one-
taken at like the age of like 6.
I mean, a date means getting to know each other, whether or not it's, platonic or not.
I
But
mean, have
she's
I
a
gone
cute
on
girl.
dates with all of you then?
We've had play dates. We've had fighting
date?
dates. I don't look, man. We go to the arcade. That's a play date. Fight me.
It's the Yami logic.
I mean, I guess I go on a lot of dates then.
Hell yeah.
But okay, but there's dates and then there's dates. But I won't get into that right now. Just good luck or have fun with Melissa, I guess.
Bro,
Yeah,
I can't wait
have
for
fun,
I
Orchid.
can't wait for Yami and Orchid to just go to talk and be like, yo, you go on dates too?
Yeah, I go on dates with all my
Damn.
friends.
Yo, same. I have play dates with my buddy Dusty and George all the time. It's crazy.
It's cool. You ever dance?
I can't say I have.
Do you like dancing and anarchy?
Like dancing and also overthrowing the government.
But yeah, so yeah, Benji would excuse himself to do some research. With the rest of you, like Soren, I guess like you were saying, like you would feel like awkward about being like the fifth wheel, so you'd excuse yourself. Would Adam and Thorsten also excuse themselves?
Yeah, like see you later, Orchid. Have fun, buddy.
Yeah, Thorsten would also excuse himself to head back to try to put some work in to get ahead of all of this. Not they have some sort of list.
Yeah. As the rest of you leave, Winston Winston's like looks at his watch, and it's like I'll go drop the rest off at the house and at the manor, and I'll be back around in about an hour or so to pick you up.
That sounds fine.
All right. He just gives you a nod, and he excuses himself with the rest, and they get in the vehicle when they speed away. And with the dust of the tires filling the night sky, we shall call Ascension to a close. Next time, we'll see what happens with Melissa and Orchid. Thank you for everybody for joining us for episode 17 of Power Rangers Shadow Omens. I remember the episode this time. I won't hear from anybody that I needed assistance with that.
You knew all along.
I knew it all along because I know how many episodes I record because I am a good storyteller. But yeah, see you guys next week to see what arises from Melissa and Orchid's relationship or friendship.
And nothing else.
And
Oh.
what's going on with the drugs in the city? What's going on with these bombings? What does the note mean? Do we have Benji's mother around, or adoptive mother? Do we have Orchid's father around, or is it Orchid's brother? Who knows? Perhaps next time we'll get some more answers, but until then.
Will Adam ever finally go to the public place, the Silver Tongue as it's called?
Who knows? Maybe we'll never get a Slice of Life episode again.
Will Soren ever make my spiderweb shoot out his butt?
Find out next time on Power Rangers Shadow Omens. Until then.
No, you have to have like